You're in Braves country. Lineup for Braves Country by D.M. McGee. A is for Aaron, the Hammer and Hank, the real home run king. Take that to the bank. B is for Bobby. Cox never cowered. He'd give Blue quite an earful on his way to the showers. C is for Chipper. Don't call him Larry. He would show up in Shea, the Mets he would bury. D is for David. Justice he'd bring. A Game 6 solo brought Atlanta their ring. E is for Eddie Matthews. 512 bombs away. Lit skies from Boston to Milwaukee to the A. F is for Fred. McGriff dog-biting crime. A fire was lit the day he arrived. G is for Glavin. Southpaw winds and kicks. Changing speeds east and west. A gem in Game 6. H is for Harry and his brother George Wright. The father of baseball, Boston pennants in flight. I is for inning, ending double play. Riley to Ozzie to Olsen all day. J is for Jones. Andrew let her fly. And his gloves in center is where singles would die. K is for strikeouts. A plenty from Strider. The quads in the stash, getting swings from that slider. L is for Lopez. Javi to B-Mac. Travis and Smurf, we've been lucky to see that. M is for Mad Dog. He won 355. Could swat flies with the changeup and still bust you inside. N is for Necro. He got to the hall by bending and knuckling and floating that ball. O is for Otis. Old Nixon could fly. The catch at the wall baffled our eyes. P's still for Peterson. We were all rockin' pearls. With Eddie and Jorge, we were out of this world. Q is a quandary for why Dale is not in. Murphy MVPs again and again. R is for ranking. The top pitcher's lore. Remember Kid Nichols, 107 WAR. S is for Smoltzy. The big three in the hall. When the game's on the line, you give John the ball. T is for Tyler. Matzik and the gift of 2021, the entire night shift. U is for Chavez, but we say Uncle Jesse. The frames, the release, kept the batters guessing. V is Van Weeren. Skip Carey 2. Don Ernie Joe, the tales from the booth. W is Warren. Spawn Johnny Sane. They'd ride him in Boston and then pray for rain. X is Mazzoni. Yeah, X marked the spot. Leo rocked next to Bobby and his pitchers stayed hot. Why it makes us feel young. The game's main appeal. Chopping through the battery, there's no better feel. Z is for Zip Boom Bam, Ramalama Ding Dong. Throughout the summer, we sing that song. From AJ to Eyeglasses and a hell of a pen. Mad Max, Uncle Charlie, win after win. A cannon from short and RC you later. Acuna Matata, there is no one greater. Though you can't fit them all when you just A to Z. Think of your favorites in the rafters we see. I started with 3, then 10, 25, 47, 31, and of course 29. Let's not forget 21, 41, 35, the great 44, or 755, and old number 6, who led his great teams. The pennants were flying. It felt like a dream. From Boston to Milwaukee to Atlanta's TBS, a family, a tradition, Braves Country's the best. Lineup for Braves Country by D.M. McGee.
like me, you can't smoke like me. So don't try and be like me. Let's party together.
There's something kind of about a kid that's never played baseball.
We have been hoodwinked, bamboozled, and flat out deceived.
Why did you get so drunk?
You got drunk. I'm just really exhausted.
What's in that cup?
Rum and Cokes?
Do you have any idea how important this is? We're trying to save the pub call. Really? This is what you're doing? This is what you're doing?
Baseball is a beautiful thing. It's more beautiful in an old park. It's asymmetrical and quirky. But even in a dome with artificial turf, it's beautiful. The way the field fans out, the choreography of the sport, the pace and rhythm of it, the fact that that pace and rhythm allows for conversation and reflection and opinion and comparison.
In right field, the crowd is tormenting Strawberries, singing Darryl, Darryl. Little roller up along first, behind the bag. It gets through Buckner. Here comes Knight, and the Mets win.
And there's a fly ball deep to left. It's on its way. There it goes. And the Yankees are going to the World Series. Aaron Boone.
Ground ball stabbed by Folk. He has it. He underhands to first for the first time in 86 years. The Red Sox have won baseball world championship. Can you believe it?
It's a pastime, something you do. It's entertainment, something you watch. And it's a shared experience, something you talk about and read about. But you can apply those same three criteria to other things. What makes baseball special is that it's the best game that's ever been devised.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy.
Sure as God made green apples, someday the Chicago Cubs are going to be in the World Series.
A little bouncer slowly toward Bryant. He will glove it in front of Rizzo. It's in time. And the Chicago Cubs win the World Series. Cubs win. What a lucky break. The good Lord wants the Cubs to win.
How can you not be romantic about baseball?
If baseball is about caring, about loyalty and rivalry.
Braves fans are on their feet hoping for some kind of a bleeder or a seeing-eye single. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Fastball hit high and deep down the right field line. It's going back, back, back. Is it fair? Is it zip, boom, bam, it's gone! Ram-a-lam, ding dong, a 3-run shot, and your Atlanta Braves have taken a 1-run lead. She's gone, baby!
There's a very peaceful thing. It was created and played in pastures and meadows. There's grass, there's outdoors, there's everything that people thought was American and feel about America. You get in a ballpark, and it's the wonder of walking through that dark tunnel and seeing a huge open space where men play the little boy's game.
I believe in the Church of Baseball. I've tried all the major religions and most of the minor ones. I know things. For instance, there are 108 beads in a Catholic rosary and there are 108 stitches in a baseball. I prefer metaphysics to theology. You see, there's no guilt in baseball, and it's never boring. It's a long season and you gotta trust it. I've tried them all, I really have. And the only church that truly feeds the soul day in, day out is the Church of Baseball.
You're in Braves country.
If there's a bigger thing going on right now, I don't know what it is. We're down to one strike here. Gurriel, the last hope for the Houston Astros. And here's the 0-2 pitch. Swung on, bounced over to Dansby. Dansby fires it over to first. And here comes the dog pile. Fire the cannons in the battery. Do the chop. All throughout Braves country, pop that top! Your Atlanta Braves have won it all!
and gentlemen, welcome. We direct your attention now to home plate.
Please remain standing. We call your attention to our fans here today. They will be jointly directed. And now, another fixture. Our national anthem. At this time, ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to introduce today's teams as participants in this historic game.
Well, the season's finally here, and the players...
Hey, football fans, you ready for the gridiron? Thursday and Friday mornings, the Armchair Quarterback Show returns, 9 a.m. Eastern. We'll be talking college and NFL football, the point spreads, fantasy football advice, and more. Want to catch it live? Become a Country Club member today here on Braves Country Radio. We'll make the replay available to the public later on that day as we're being broadcasted nationwide on independent radio stations. As a member catching it live, you can ask your questions. We'll answer all. Point spread advice, player props, your fantasy football questions. It's the Armchair Quarterback Show, Thursday and Friday mornings this fall here on Braves Country Radio.
The armchair quarterback, he's full of beer and he's full of snacks. The all-American man.
All right, you guys, let's listen up. We won a game yesterday, and if we win one today, that's 2 in a row. We win one tomorrow, that's called a winning streak. It has happened before. So let's see some hustle. Let's jack it up a little. I got a feeling things are about to turn around for us.
Hey, Braves Country, Mac McGee here for American Rebel Beer. From the mountains to the prairies to your pint glass with white foam, we're bringing back beer with a backbone. All that matters in our brew is taste and a touch of American excellence. American Rebel Beer, born in the USA.
On a beer? 7 o'clock in the morning. Scotch?
Hey, howdy, hi, and how the hell are you? Pull up an armchair, girls and boys, and join us for Braves Country Baseball. You're listening live, and the scene is Truist Park in Atlanta, Georgia. We're set to bring you pitch by pitch, play by play of your Atlanta Braves. Hi, I'm Mac McGee. Here's your starting lineups for today's action. Leading off and playing left field for the Seattle Mariners, it's Randy Arozarena. 26 home runs, 66 RBI, 25 stolen bases, batting .239. Cal Raleigh batting second behind home plate. 51 home runs, 109 RBI, 14 stolen bases, batting .242. Julio Rodriguez is in center field and batting third. 28 home runs, 82 RBI, 24 stolen bases, batting .262. Josh Naylor is at first and batting cleanup. 16 home runs, 73 RBI, a .280 average, 23 stolen bases. Eugenio Suarez is at third and batting fifth. He's got 42 home runs and 105 RBI, 4 stolen bases, batting .234. Polanco, the designated hitter, is batting sixth with 21 home runs, 63 RBI, 6 stolen bases, batting .257. J.P. Crawford back at shortstop tonight, batting seventh. 9 home runs, 46 RBI, 7 stolen bases, batting .261. Victor Robles is batting eighth and in right field. He's got 5 RBI, 4 stolen bases, a .263 average, and he can chuck a bat. Rivas is batting ninth and playing second. 1 home run, 7 RBI, 4 stolen bases, batting .313. On the mound for the Seattle Mariners, it's Bryce Miller, 4-5 with a 5.71 ERA and a 1.41 WHIP. 64 innings, 50 strikeouts, 64 hits allowed, 27 walks, 11 home runs served. He'll be going head-to-head with Hurston Waldrop Gumdrop Night. He's 4-0 with the shiny 1.01 ERA and a 1.01 WHIP. 35 innings, 33 strikeouts, 25 hits allowed, 11 walks, 1 home run served. Backing up Waldrop in the bottom of the first inning, leading off and playing left field, it's the jerk store, Jerkson Profar. He's got 12 home runs, 37 RBI, 8 stolen bases, batting .262. Matt Olson batting second, playing first. 21 home runs, 78 RBI, 1 stolen base, batting .268. And Ozzie Albies batting third and at second. He's got 15 home runs, 64 RBI, 14 stolen bases, batting .244. Drake Baldwin, the designated hitter, is batting cleanup. 15 home runs, 63 RBI, a .279 average. And Ha-Sung Kim is at short and batting sixth. 3 home runs, 9 RBI, 6 stolen bases, batting .221. And if you don't think Snicker and Acuna are not getting along, batting sixth in right field, it's Ronald Acuna Jr. 15 home runs, 31 RBI, 6 stolen bases, batting .275. Batting seventh and patrolling center field for your Atlanta Braves, it's Michael Harris II. 77 RBI, 15 stolen bases, 17 home runs, a .247 average. Batting eighth and behind home plate, Sean Murphy. A .202 clip, 16 home runs, 45 RBI. And Nacho Alvarez is batting ninth and at the hot corner. 9 RBI, a .250 clip. Calling balls and strikes behind home plate tonight, Stu Sherwater. Your first base umpire, Derek Thomas. Second base will be manned by Jordan Baker, and down the third base line, it's Dan Merzel. Game time temperatures here, Truist Park in Atlanta, Georgia, at 7:15 first pitch. Expected to be a little cooler at 77 degrees, with the wind blowing out at around 6 miles an hour. Your Atlanta Braves are minus 120 on the money line. The over-under is 9. Our pick to click tonight, give me Acuna. He's 2 for 6 lifetime against Miller. The best numbers in the lineup tonight, and yet they have him batting sixth. The only guy in the Seattle lineup to see Waldrop was Randy Arozarena last year. He's 1 for 1 with an RBI. We're going to take your Atlanta Braves to win this one. Put some runs on the board on Miller. Give me the Bravos. 6-2. Your American Rebel beer, keys to the game tonight. It's going to be all about that starting pitching, and specifically, can the Braves jump on Bryce Miller early and often? He's got some pretty good stuff, but he has had a bad year. And the Mariners, frankly, have not played well east of the Mississippi. We talked about it earlier in the season when they went on a long road trip playing quite a few East Coast teams, and they just look like a shell of their former self. When they get back home, they're usually a much better team. So let's take advantage of that and win this series tonight. And hopefully, Hurston Waldrop will go out there and pitch well. His over-under tonight on the strikeout line is 5.5. We definitely think that will click. Put your click in the chat, slap that like, and let's get ready, Braves Country. We'd like to thank everybody for choosing Braves Country Radio, and a special thanks to all the country club members. Please like on your way in and subscribe, set those alerts, and share Braves Country Radio to help build the crowd so we can continue to bring you the classic call of Braves Country Baseball. Well, it's about that time. Grab you a cold one. Find you an armchair. Atlanta Braves Baseball right here on Braves Country Radio. Your modern-day superstation is in its 5th season of bringing you pitch-by-pitch, play-by-play of your Atlanta Braves and our one-of-a-kind production. Take us anywhere you go for over 170 Atlanta Braves ball games. Please like and subscribe today. Join the Country Club. Thank you to all the Country Club members. You help support Braves Country Radio.
Get this bus moving. Stop. Come back. Too late.
Roll call! Yeah, roll call!
You're in Braves country.
Good evening, Braves Country. Had a couple of technical issues, but I think we got it under control. How is everybody tonight? I won't ask you Georgia and Florida fans. Y'all probably aren't doing so well, but most people are probably doing all right. Georgia's struggling. Against who? High school something state? I don't know. And Florida hanging on by a thread against South Florida. They might put that Georgia-Florida game on C-SPAN. All right, let's see who we got here. Roll call. Good to see you, Joyce Robledo from Mexico. Says it's stormy there. Tree Nug. Southern Guy. Uncle Charlie Fritz, Peta, John, James Fisher, Jason Up and Adams, Gary the Real McCoy, Iron Lung, Joey Loftus. I think we already said James Fisher, but just in case, Justin Green. The Green Machine and the Fisher King. Uncle Charlie, Iron Lung once again. All Country Club members. I believe, did I not open up? Pretty sure we opened up to everybody's. I only see Country Club members, so I'm just double checking to make sure that we opened it up. I thought we opened it up about a half hour before first pitch was the game plan. Let me double check. I thought I saw it pop up. Okay. You gotta be a subscriber, but you can. Pushing buttons. My man Nathaniel Brooks. Joey, when I see your name Loftus, I think of the receiver Lofton. I don't know if you remember him or not. Played for the Green Bay Packers and I think Buffalo, and I want to say one other team. Something Lofton. I can't think of his first name. John probably knows it. Justin Hightower, what up, Bubba? See if I missed anybody coming in here into the chat. What was his name? Lofton? Something Lofton. John, you got to know his name. He started off with the Packers, and I'm almost positive went to Buffalo right after that, and then I can't remember where he ended up at. All right, I'm just going to have to look it up because that's going to drive me nuts. James Lofton, that's what it is, James Lofton. There's Iron Lung coming in with it. There we go. Man, that's weird. They show. I go to Google it. The first picture comes up. Looks like he played in the freaking 1800s. It's a picture from. I mean, it's. I guess it's a drawing, but it looks like one of those drawings that they had before they had cameras, right? It's like, man, he ain't that old. Who did he play for? Green Bay. That's the big. Oh, Raiders and then Bills, and then the Rams and Eagles. But the Rams and Eagles, he didn't make it. He was pretty much cooked after that. Oh, did Buttons get it first? I was looking. Raymond Lovelace. Everybody loves Raymond. Good to see you. Travis. T.O. See if I missed anybody else when I was looking up some random wide receiver. That's how my brain works, though. It's all sports related. I see a name. First thing I think of is how can I lock that into some kind of sports? There for the longest time, when I would try to remember numbers back when you had to remember numbers like phone numbers, I did it by remembering the jersey numbers of players. So if I was like randomly out at a bar, met some gal, and she gave me her phone number, that's how I remembered it was, whatever the first three were, I always remembered it by this jersey and that jersey number, or this happened in that year kind of thing. See, we got some folks coming in here. Billy Sanford, good to see you. And he is putting some love in the chat. Let's go ahead and thank you for the channel support. Why can I not get to it? 522 Freedom, good to see you. There it is. We're going to take a real quick break. When we come back, pitch by pitch of your Atlanta Braves, and we'll get to the other gifting when we return. Hey, Braves Country, Mac McGee here for American Rebel Beer. America's patriotic light lager, all natural ingredients. Stand tall, be proud. The perfect beer to celebrate life, liberty, and your pursuit of the American dream. America's patriotic light lager, offering a crisp, clean, bold taste. The perfect beer to celebrate life, liberty, and your pursuit of the American dream. A beer with only 110 calories that tastes like a full-flavored beer and celebrates like freedom. Hey, Braves Country, this is Mac McGee with Braves Country Radio. We are bringing you pitch by pitch, play-by-play of your Atlanta Braves all year long. Join the Country Club today. Help support Braves Country Radio. Join the Country Club today. It helps us bring you more of the game we all love. Braves Country Radio, your home for the classic call of Braves Country Baseball. Hey, Braves Country, Mac McGee here for American Rebel Beer. From the mountains to the prairies to your pint glass with white foam, we're bringing back beer with a backbone. All that matters in our brew is taste and a touch of American excellence. American Rebel Beer, born in the USA.
Ladies and gentlemen, we interrupt our program of dance music to bring you a special bulletin from the radio news.
Sit quietly and we will control all that you see and hear. There is nothing wrong. You are about to participate in a great adventure. You are about to experience the awe and mystery.
You unlock this door with the key of imagination. Beyond it is another dimension, a dimension of sound, a dimension of sight, a dimension of mind. You're moving into a land of both things and ideas. You've just crossed over into
Adventures in Time and Space.
We offer you
Braves Country Radio, your home for the classic call of Braves Country Baseball.
Hi, folks. Join us now for another Braves ball game. Yes, sir. This is the one we've been waiting for. This is it. This makes you feel like it's spring and baseball. No more measles and free tickets to the circus.
You're in Braves country.
This is a reminder, disorderly conduct will not be tolerated. Please respect your fellow fan and refrain from any unruly behavior. Failure to comply with these guidelines will result in ejection.
You're in Braves country.
Thank you, Hightower, for channel support. Always appreciated, y'all. Without y'all, we can't do this. Atlanta Braves are wearing their City Connects tonight. I think one of the better City Connects in baseball, but maybe that's just because it looks so much like, or the color scheme, it may not be the same design, but it looks so much like the Atlanta Braves jerseys of the 70s. I call them the Hank Aaron jerseys. Just a few minutes away from pitch-by-pitch, play-by-play. Sleepwalking up in the chat. See if I missed anybody. Trying to hit everybody up in case I missed them. I do apologize if we don't get you. Try to do the best I can. I got like 19 screens going on back here. Trying to make sure I don't accidentally set off a missile somewhere. Daniel Barry, good to see you. Jen J, Michigan, changed her, so you're a Michigan fan too, huh? I'm assuming that's the same Jen J. Bright Wolf, good to see you. Grateful, John Hayes, Moo Moo, all gifted. What was that from? That was from Justin's. See if I can get back and find. Yep, it's here. Milos, Russell, Vicky, Jake, and Jeremy, all gifted from Billy. I'm excited for this game. I mean, look, we got a little over 20 games left. What do we got? 21 left, I believe. Hopefully everybody enjoyed their Saturday afternoon. I know a lot of folks are not football fans that check out baseball, but I will say this. Saturdays are just much more enjoyable. Saturday afternoons are much more enjoyable when you got college football to watch. Because unfortunately, they quit putting baseball games on during the day on Saturdays much. We have one not next Saturday, but 2 weeks from today. You don't get a lot of daytime baseball anymore. And I understand why they do it, because in the summertime, the temperatures, etc. But kind of sucks for the baseball fan. You're like, man, my team doesn't start till 7. Can I watch something? It's nice to have college football coming in. Hurston Waldrop about to throw his final warm-up spots. He draws some. I'm waiting for someone to ask him what he draws something in the dirt every time before his first warm-up tosses on the actual mound. And I've never seen it asked on what he does, but he does it really quick. And it's got, I'm sure it's some kind of superstition, but it'd be nice to know what it is. Seattle Mariners are wearing their road blues, gray pants. Seattle, written across the chest in silver, outlined in blue and green. Same with the numerals on the back and the names. Navy ball cap, the Mariners logo on the front. Of course, the Braves are wearing their City Connect, so their hats are a little different, light blue with the white front, blue bill. We are just about set for pitch-by-pitch, play-by-play of your Atlanta Braves. Waldrop appears to be just about set. Left to right across the outfield for the Atlanta Braves tonight, it's Profar, Harris, and Acuna is back in the lineup. Around the horn, much of the same, Nacho, Kim, Ozzie, and Olsen. It's Smurf behind the plate. Drake is your designated hitter. Waldrop is on the bump, of course. Randy Arozareno digs into the box. And as soon as the 3D kicks in, we'll bring it to you. Waldrop comes set, and yes, sir! It is baseball time in Braves country. First pitch on the way is swung on, banged on the ground over to Kim. Kim fires it to Olsen, and it's a 6-3 put out. One pitch, one out. You got to like that. One away to get it going. What you'll see from Waldrop tonight is a 6-pitch mix. First pitch on the way is a cutter right there for a strike to Cal Raleigh, 51 home runs, 109 RBI, 926 OPS. It's a home run. The 2025 home run derby champion takes the 0-1. Up top, curveball, 1-0. Waldrop throws a 6-pitch mix of a splitter, a cutter, a sinker, a curve, a slider, and a four-seamer. You'll see the splitter the most at 31%, and typically he likes to go to that when he's in front. The cutter comes out at 24, sinker 15, curve 13, slider 11. The 0-2, splitter at the knees, it's 1-2. He's got the four-seam fastball that can bring it, but it's really a show-me pitch. It only throws it about 2% of the time. The 1-2, they check down the line. Smurf does not get the call. Third base umpire Dan Merzell says no dice. It's 2-2. Braves nothing. Mariners nothing. We're just getting going here. Top of the first, the 2-2. Splitter down and in, full count. Full count. Kicks and fires. In the dirt, ball 4. So Raleigh will head on down to first. Waldrop got the 2 strikes and then started getting that nibbling that Smurf likes to do when he gets ahead in the count with a pitcher, and turns into a 1-out walk. Julio Rodriguez steps to the plate. 1 on, 1 out. Infield will be back into the left. First pitch is a sinker. Right there at the knees for a strike. It's 0-1. The 0-1. Hurod is batting .262 with 28 home runs. The 0-1 swing and a miss. It's 0-2. He's got 82 RBIs and a .777 OPS. Good to see SS Dub. Billy. See if there's any other latecomers that I didn't get. The 0-2 chops it in front of the mound. Just going to roll foul. Waldrop was on it, but if he scoops that up, Julio's probably going to beat it out. Go back to the 0-2 count again. AY, good to see you. The 0-2 count. Rodriguez back into the box. The 0-2. Swing, lifts it down the line, deep, and that baby's gone. A hanger, a banger, and she's gone. It was a splitter, but it didn't split. And it's 2-0, Mariners. That splitter hung in. Think of his splitter more of as a sharp change, but when it does not break like it's supposed to, it really just turns into a cement mixing changeup, and that's exactly what that was. The only question I had at first glance was if it was going to stay fair, but it was plenty fair. So 2-0 your score. Back to work for Waldrop. Those walks always seem to come back to bite you. First pitch on the way is a curveball off the edge. It's 1 out. Much better off being aggressive in those counts, and if Cal Raleigh burns you, he burns you, but the chances of 2 guys hitting back-to-back jacks are much less as opposed to a walk and a blast. Sinker misses high and inside, 2-0. Youngster might be a little rattled right now, showing some heavy breathing on the mound. The 2-0 right there, sinker at the knees. Good pitch, 2-1. He's sweating bad, and I don't think it's all from the Atlanta heat. I think it's more nerves. Considering that he's from South Georgia as the 2-1s, swats it back foul, 2-2. It's still really early in his career. He might have a lot of family up watching this game. 2-2 count. Not one of the hotter games. It's coming in around 77 degrees tonight. He looks like he just stepped out of the shower. He is sweating. The 2-2. Waldrop looks in, brings it. High and out of the zone. Full count. Infield back into the right. The payoff pitch, swing, rattles it foul. We'll do it again. He doesn't get Naylor here. You got to go out and talk to him, even if they just send Smurf out there. The payoff pitch, swing, chops it down the line towards the dugout, bounces foul. We'll do it one more time. 3-2. Full count. Splitter misses, ball 4. So he'll head on down to first, and 1 on, 1 out. Got to go out there and talk to him. That'll bring Eugenio Suarez to the bump. Nobody's going out there to talk to him. This is a bad move. Righty-righty matchup. First pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. It's 0-1. Even if it's just for him to catch a breather, right? Just kind of reset himself. I'm a little surprised that Smurf wasn't sent out there. The 0-1. Swing, rattles it back. Foul, it's 0-2. So an 0-2 count. Because it's not always going to be advice that they give him that's going to change it. It's just because today with the pitch clock, sometimes they just need a breather. The 0-2. In the dirt, 1-2. 1-2 count. Waldrop looks in, lifts the red glove. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Maybe that'll help him out a little bit. Gets his first strikeout of the night. That splitter actually looked good. The one that Hoorod knocked out of the park was just a cement mixer. Slow rotation and was clocked, but that one there looked good. First pitch on the way to Polanco is a curveball outside wide. It's 1-0. Pitch on the way, swing, hit towards center field, drifting back towards the track, making the catch. Before the track is Michael Harris II, and that'll end the inning. Seattle gets a couple on the board, but it could have been a lot worse. We'll be back in a flash here on Braves Country.
Are you okay? No, but I am funny, so it works out.
I mean, why waste my time? Every single freaking year, I get myself juiced up with this stupid team, and at 43 years of age and 3 kids, enough already. Let them go hurt somebody else. I mean, when am I ever going to have a chance to win a lousy freaking champion? One time! Not 20! One lousy time! Gee whiz! Every single time! Ah, come on, will you please? Can you beat the Florida Marlins one time? The Mets! The lousy Mets did it to us! Every time! Win one! I'll give it all back! I'll leave now! Okay, out of my system.
When Fred McMullen, Chicago's reserve infielder, got wind of what was happening, he demanded that Chick Gandil let him in on the fix. Now, 8 White Sox were involved, though Buck Weaver would later claim that he had not agreed to participate. The smart players demanded their money up front.
The meeting was held about 8 o'clock in the evening. I said, there's so much double-crossing stuff. If I win in the series, I wanted the money put in my hand. I went back to my room at 11:30, and the 10 grand was under my pillow. Eddie Siccotti.
Rumors of wrongdoing were everywhere. You couldn't miss it, one New York gambler said. The thing had an odor. I saw smart guys take even money on the Sox who should have been asking 5-1. Chicago sports writer Hugh Fullerton was joined in the press box by an ailing Christy Mathewson to judge if everything was on the up and up. Mathewson and Fullerton would quickly see that it was not.
Everybody in the game knew it was happening. Nobody was even pretending that it wasn't happening. No one was admitting it out loud for the public. How could you admit it for the public? What would that mean?
Welcome back. First pitch on the way to Jerickson Profar is a 4-seamer at the knees by Bryce Miller. It's 0-1. Righty-lefty matchup. Infield, back into the right, the 0-1. Swing, swats it over towards first. Off the glove of Naylor. He gets the rebound, tosses it to Miller, cover in the bag, 1 away. So a 2-pitch out to get him going here to start the game. Left to right across the outfield for the Seattle Mariners. For the Seattle Mariners, sorry. Randy Arozarena in left once again. Julio in center. Tonight they got Victor Robles, who got in trouble with the throwing of the bat in the minor leagues a few weeks back. Around the horn, it's Suarez, JP at short tonight, and Rivas at second. Naylor at first, as the first pitch on the way to Olsen is swung on and swatted back foul. That's 0-1. Cal Raleigh is once again behind the plate, and Miller on the bump. Castillo is tomorrow. He'll be going up against Spencer Strider. The 0-1 count. Inside 97. 1-1. Swing, slaps it to left. That's down for a base hit. And we're in business.
This is not watered down. This is Ice House. Ice House. Smooth as it gets.
Hard slap out there to left field. One on, one out, and Ozzie Albies the batter. Acuna is batting sixth, in case you missed the intro. First pitch on the way. 97, right there. Just misses, I guess. It's 1-0. Looked like it. Yeah, it did hit the zone. I thought maybe I didn't see it right, but I just got the pitch track, and it is 85% of that ball was in the zone. The 1-0 count. Swing, pops it up. Can of corn over towards foul territory at third. Easy catch, 2-pitch out. Or Ozzie Albies once again. I know he's been swinging the bat better, but I wish they could fix that. Just the early at bats in the game, he always gives them up. It's insane. If you want to swing the bat that bag, go down and take a hack in the cages and go from there. First pitch on the way to Baldwin is a sinker inside. It's 0-1. And fires. 97. Just misses 1-1. He is pinching the zone for sure. So we might end up with a high-scoring game here. That is 2 pitches in this inning that have definitely strike that is not being called. There's one that I can think of on the Braves defensive side. The 1-1. Swing and a miss, four-seam fastball, 97 miles an hour. It's 1-2. Bryce Miller, when he came up, he's one of the top prospects in baseball, and he's been up and down. He's been good. He's been bad. He's really dealt with injuries, which has kept him inconsistent. The 1-2, just below the knee, splitter, 2-2. 2-2 count. Pitch on the way. Swing and a miss, strike 3, chases splitter. We'll call it a 56-footer, and that'll end the inning. They toss it down to first as the ball got away a little bit. That's how bad of a non-strike that was. We'll be back in a flash. Top of the second, trailing just 2-0.
This is the story of Hector Espino. He was considered by many to be one of the greatest hitters of all time. People who played with him said he hit line drives so hard that infielders would drop them. Despite having offers from the Cardinals, Angels, Yankees, Indians, and the Colt 45s, he never had a single big league plate appearance in his career. He batted at least 300 every year but one over his 24-year career. Once he arrived in the Mexican League, he earned Rookie of the Year honors with a .358 batting average, 23 home runs, 12 triples, and 103 RBI. In 1964, he continued to improve, hitting .370 1971 and setting a Mexican League single-season record with 46 home runs. The closest he ever came to the major leagues was when he played 32 games with the Jacksonville Suns, the Cardinals' AAA affiliate, in late 1964. In that short period, he hit .300 with 6 doubles, 15 RBIs, and 15 runs scored. He returned to the Mexican League in 1965. Over the next 5 seasons, all he did was continue to knock the cover off the ball, which can be validated by his 2 home run titles during that time. He remains the only player in Mexican Pacific League history with a career average over 300. He ended up slugging 484 home runs over his career, 24 seasons, 13 batting titles, 6 home run crowns, and 6 MVP awards.
Get a job? Yeah. Just get a job? Why don't I strap on my job helmet and squeeze down into a job cannon and fire off into job land where jobs grow on jobbies?
The most pugnacious Oriole of them all was the third baseman, John Joseph McGraw. McGraw was born in Truxton, New York, the first of 8 children of an Irish immigrant railroad worker and his wife. When diphtheria struck his village in 1884, one by one he watched as first his mother and then 4 of his brothers and sisters died. His father took out his grief and anger on his son, beating him so often and so mercilessly that at 12 he feared for his life and ran away from home. He supported himself at odd jobs until he won himself a place on the Olean, New York professional team at 16, and never again willingly took orders from any man.
Welcome back. First pitch on the way, swung on and popped up. High into left field, easy catch for Jurickson Profar. F7 in your scorecard. 1 down. So Crawford's retired. That'll bring Victor Robles to the plate. Righty-righty matchup. First pitch on the way. P at the knees, 96 miles an hour. It's 0-1. Good to see you, Oswaldo. The 0-1. Swing and a miss at the cutter. It's 0-2. The 0-2 count. Kicks and fires. Try to get him to chase the slider down the way. It's 1-2. The 1-2. Did he go around? He did not. 2-2. The 2-2. Caught looking strike 3. He got caught watching the paint dry. Sinker right there on the outer edge. 2 down. Nasty pitch. First pitch on the way is a 97-mile-an-hour fastball to start Rivas off. It's 0-1. Righty-lefty matchup. Rivas, the number 9 hitter. The 0-1. Right there, 98 at the knees. Did he not get the call on that? Man, that's a bad call. Oof. 100% of that ball was in the zone. 1-1. So 1-1 count. Swing and a miss. Pulled the string on that one. It's 1-2. The 1-2 to Rivas. Leo Rivas batting .313 on the year. 1 home run, 7 RBI. The 1-2. Swing, bangs it foul down the first base side into the dugout. The 1-2. Brings it high and out of the zone. 2-2. 2-2 count. Good to see you, Darryl. The 2-2. Swing, rips it over to second. but it's going to be an easy 4-3 putout, and that'll end the inning. Mariners go down 1-2-3. We'll be back in a flash. Kim leads us off, and then it's Ronald Acuna Jr., your number 6 hitter.
Okay, not to exaggerate, but I feel like I'm already tired tomorrow.
Here are some baseball facts that you might not have known. For those who don't know, normal human eyesight is 20/20 vision. A research study found that the average baseball player has 20/13 vision, with the top 2% of MLB players having 29.2 vision. That means that some baseball players have vision that's more than twice as good as the normal human.
Okay, few rules. 1, no smoking.
Cigarettes or drugs?
Both.
Oh, come on. How long does this class even last?
Like an hour.
What? All right, I'll smoke in the car before we go in.
2, no swearing.
Are you me?
Roth.
Are you crapping me?
3, no knives.
What if there's an attack?
It's a bunch of children and mothers in a pool.
That's exactly when I would attack.
Hey, Braves Country, this is Mac McGee with Braves Country Radio. We are bringing you pitch by pitch, play-by-play of your Atlanta Braves all year long. Please like and subscribe today. It's free, and it helps us bring you more of the game we all love. Braves Country Radio, your home for the classic call of Braves Country Baseball.
Damn it, Gump. Give me one margarita, I'ma open my legs.
But you ain't got no legs, Lieutenant Dan.
For nearly 20 years, a vaudeville comedian and baseball fanatic named DeWolf Hopper had been reciting a lengthy poem by Ernest Lawrence Thayer called Casey at the Bat, a ballad of the Republic. He had first tried it out on a Broadway audience in 1888 and gotten such applause that he kept it in the act. He would go on to recite the poem more than 10,000 times.
Welcome back. Ha-Sung Kim leads us off. First pitch on the way is a 97-mile-an-hour fastball right there on the outer edge. It's 0-1. The 0-1. Good to see you, Jen and Sean. The 0-1 pitch. 97 right there misses. 1-1. 1-1 count. Timmy, good to see you. The 1-1 pitch, swing, fouls it away, 1-2. Howdy, Chris. 1-2 count, infield back and to the left. The pitch on the way, outside wide 97, 2-2. Tim's our resident Cowboy fan. I wonder what he's feeling about that the spitting incident by the Bulldog guy. The 2-2 count. Swing, rips it towards center. Making the jumping catch out there is Julio Rodriguez for out number 1. Not sure if he had to jump, but it's kind of more of a skipping jump. Heading towards the left center gap. That'll bring Ronald Acuna Jr. batting 6th. I don't remember him ever batting this low in his career. He might have at the very beginning, but they're not managing his personality very well right now. That's all I can tell you. First pitch on the way to Acuna, swung on and popped up foul down the line. Deep and out of play. It's 0-1. The 0-1. This all started when they took him out of the leadoff spot. It really is ridiculous. The 0-1. Up top misses. 1-1. They check down the line. That's really not the issue if you're the Mariners. The pitch was in the zone. He did not go around. The 1-1 count. Swing and a miss, 96 up top. 1-2. One-two count. Righty-righty matchup. Standing on deck is Harris. Miller looks into Raleigh and brings it. High and out of the zone, 97, about eye level. 2-2. The 2-2. Swing and a miss, strike three. Four-seam fastball right up in his kitchen. 2 down. 2 up, 2 down to start the second inning, and that will bring your center fielder, Michael Harris, the second to the plate. He's batting .247. 17 home runs. First pitch on the way, 85 off the plate, splitter misses. It's 1-0. Miller with 2 strikeouts so far, so does Waldrop. The 1-0. Miller turns and fires. Swing, bangs it off the plate. 1-1. One count. Even with that power surge, his OPS is still just 673. The 1-1 lifts it into center, drifting over, making the leaping catches. Hoorah at the wall, and that'll end the inning. That ball almost snow-coned out of his glove. He's giving Harris a hard time. We'll be back in a flash. Braves trail 2-0.
I just want to let you know that I don't like you spending too much time with people who have nice, normal wives. Okay? I don't need you getting any ideas. Do you understand?
And Pascal Perez just threw a baseball into the Cubs dugout, and another one came flying right back out. And there's another one, and it's hit one of the umpires out on the mound. Now Don Zimmer's coming up, and he'll argue that Perez started it. He threw a ball into the dugout, and he did.
Harry Wendelstedt and Zimmer. You see Zimmer's hot.
Pascal was being tended to on the mound. It appeared that his right hand, his pitching hand, may have been hit by that line drive. So now Ron McLean is out talking to him. The huddle is around him. Somebody must have said something from the Cub dugout, and Pascal just lobbed a baseball into the dugout, and in short order it came flying right back out.
And when the ball came out, it hit home plate umpire Bill Hahn. One of the Cubs is going to be fined for throwing the ball.
Going to be fined because that guy's pitcher threw the ball in our dugout.
A little bit of a smile on Pasquale's face, as if he's gotten away with something here.
Armchair. Gas prices are so high that I just saw Dolly Parton carpooling with Jolene.
Ebbets spent $750,000 to build his park, with its marble rotunda and chandeliers made in the form of bats and balls. So much that he had to sell half his interest in the team to pay his debts. Ebbets Field opened to the public on April 5th, 1913, with an exhibition game against the Highlanders, who officially changed their name that spring to the New York Yankees. Brooklyn won 3-2. An inside-the-park home run by a young former dental student named Casey Stengel made the difference. Over the next 45 summers, Ebbets Field would witness some of the worst baseball ever played, and some of the very best.
Welcome back. First pitch on the way from Waldrop, misses for a ball. Righty-righty matchup, it's 1-0. The 1-0. Into the dirt, ball 2-0. Two-0 count from Waldrop, working a little faster this inning. That pitch misses, 3-0. Y'all are talking about that as they're calling her the Philadelphia Karen that attacked that fan, is the 3-0 inside. Misses, ball four, so a 4-pitch walk to start the inning. We'll pull the screen back so you can see any kind of movement on the base paths. I mean, someone said it best last night right after it happened. They said, this lady is about to be famous, and she has no idea that that's a bad thing. That went viral everywhere. If you don't know what I'm talking about, there was a ball hit into the seats at the Philadelphia game last night, and the ball, as the first pitch on the way, is a slider in the dirt. It's 1-0. The ball landed a couple of rows in front of a bunch of fans, but there was nobody there, and a guy ran down there and got the ball to give to his kid. So everybody knows when you go to a baseball game, is the 1-0. Swing, rips it down the line, foul. Cal Raleigh, the batter, it's 1-1. Everybody knows that it's fair game. If you can get down there and get the ball, as long as you're not ripping it out of someone's hand and being ugly, it's fair game. So that's what he was, just quicker to the ball. And then she came and berated him, and he's got his kid there, and I think he was worried about the safety of his kid, so he just gave the ball back. He's like, whatever. Curveball misses high 2-1. There are a lot of people that got on to him for kowtowing and or cowering and giving her the ball, but I'm like, man, you don't know if that lady's nutso has a knife or something. He's got his kid, so I understood why he just said whatever. It's a baseball, right? The 2-1 bangs it down the line, foul, 2-2. Not saying that would be my reaction, but I understood his. So I'm not going to tear him up for him not standing up, and because then it turns into a thing. Whoa, you can't talk to a lady that way, even though she came and started the whole thing. Well, Harrison Bader, who hit the ball, I believe, ended up giving the kid who had the foul ball, or I don't know if it was a foul ball or a home run, but I guess it was a home run. Had the ball stolen from him by that lady, and he signed a bat, et cetera, et cetera. The other thing I saw was, I don't know who this guy was. It was a full count now to Raleigh. Julio Rodriguez stands on deck. Remember, he gave up a home run to him last time. Flips it over to first. Keeper Rosarena close by. Well, there was a guy on X today. He must be pretty legit. He has a ton of followers. And whoever he was, he said, as the payoff pitch, runner goes, throw is down to second. He will not get him, but they did get the strikeout on Raleigh. Painted the outer corner, and granted, he hasn't been calling that pitch all night long, but it was technically a strike. One down and one on, runner down to second. But he said that he was going to buy World Series tickets for that kid and his dad to go to wherever the World Series is. I don't know if it's game one or whatever. And whatever the guy does, I think he does something with RVs. He goes, oh no, yes, you get an RV as well. So this guy made out like a bandit, just being nice about the whole thing. And that lady's never going to live this down. She's going to have to change. First of all, she has a Karen haircut. That makes it the worst part about the whole thing. So she's going to have to change her whole look and everything to hide from everybody. The 0-1 count, swing, bangs it down the line, foul. It's 0-2. I'm assuming he meant a traditional RV, but once again, I don't know who the guy was. It was just trending, and I saw the post. And I don't believe I retweeted or anything, so I can't tell you who it was, but evidently the guy's going to make out like a bandit. The 0-2 count. Runner at second, one out. Pitch from Waldrop. Whoa! Hits him in the hands. That's going to smart. So Julio will head on down to first. Appears to be okay. Let's see where it got him in the hand. I actually might have got him in the forearm, top of the forearm. He might have gotten lucky on that one. More of a glancing blow than right on. He really, but man, not only did it hit his hand, it ricocheted and smacked his knuckles on his right hand. So, though it was a glancing blow, it glanced and hit two parts of him. So I don't know how lucky that was. So 2 on now and 1 out. Waldrop has walked 3 and hit a batter. He's all over the place tonight. Josh Naylor comes to the plate. He walked his first time up. First pitch on the way outside wide. It's 1-0. In the dirt, 2-0. Actually, he's walked 2 and hit 1. They haven't missed. They jotted it down wrong on the stat sheet. 2-0 count. And for you football fans, the Florida Gators just lost to South Florida. The 2-0 pitch, swing, pops it up, high in the sky. Harris camp out underneath it, 2 down. Shocker in Gainesville. They knock them out 18-16. Florida was an 18-point favorite in that game. I know Georgia struggled today, but they did get the win. There's going to be some fights in Gainesville tonight. 2 on, 2 out. Eugenio Suarez comes to the plate. First pitch on the way is inside. Curveball. It's 1-0. The 1-0. Swing and a miss. Sinker. 1-1. 1-1 count. Righty-righty matchup. Runners on first and second, 2 outs. The pitch from Waldrop. Up top. Hit the zone, but his umpire, man, he's terrible. 2-1. The 2 balls that he's called in this at bat, both of them hit the zone. In theory, we should be going back to the dugout right now. The 2-1. Swing, bangs it down the line, foul, 2-2. Deuce is wild. Braves trail by 2. Mariners have 2 on, 2 out, a 2-2 count. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Yak 'em. Sit him down, Joe. My fingers are so. We'll be back in a flash here on Braves Country.
Hey, check it out. A snow cone machine.
A snow cone machine?
No, you're saying it wrong. It's a snow cone machine.
I just found your old milkshake machine.
Oh, we're going to have to move the toaster.
Hey, Braves Country, I'm Mac McGee. Join us for Pitch by Pitch, Play by Play, the classic call of Braves Country baseball. We're bringing you Atlanta Braves baseball all year long. Jump into our pregame show, Braves Country Today, just before first pitch. Stick around for the postgame show, Braves Country Tonight, where we will open up the phone lines and react to your calls or your comments all year long. That's Braves Country Radio, pitch by pitch, play by play, your home for the classic call of Braves Country baseball.
Why is the dog on the counter?
He likes to be tall.
Here are some baseball facts that you might not have known. Joey Votto is one of the most patient, disciplined players in the game, and he could be a future Hall of Famer. He also has a ridiculously low pop-up rate over his career, which is at about 2%.
Between seasons, baseball's brightest stars supplemented their salaries on the vaudeville circuit. Outfielder Turkey Mike Donlin of the New York Giants married an actress and performed with her on tour. Cap Anson recited a monologue written for him by George M. Cohan. Even Christy Mathewson once played the Palace.
John McGraw, who had no act, he didn't sing, he didn't dance, not that the other players necessarily did, but they tried. John McGraw would go on the vaudeville circuit in the off-season and simply be John McGraw. He would recite, he would answer questions. It was a sort of a Chautauqua form in a low-life territory.
Welcome back. Sean Murphy comes to the plate. Righty-righty matchup. First pitch on the way is a swing and a miss at the 96-mile-an-hour four-seam fastball. It's 0-1. Sean Murphy playing very dangerously with the Mendoza line. He's now batting .202. The 0-1. Swing and a miss, blew it right by him. 0-2. No 2 count. Miller comes set and fires a splitter in the dirt. 1-2. The 1-2. Swing, pops it up. High down the right field line. Foul territory. It'll get out of play. Do it again. The 1-2, swing and a miss, strike 3. Chased a splitter around out in front of his feet. 1 away. Do not understand how he continues to get at bats. I thought for sure we would see him tomorrow in the day game and just kind of what he would turn into is the pitcher the catcher that shows up on that third day of the series. Nacho Alvarez, your batter. First at bat of the night. Number 9 hitter, so we'll be flipping the lineup over. Profar stands on deck. First pitch on the way is a 96-mile-an-hour four-seamer. Just misses high. It's 1-0. The 1-0. 96 right there. Saker on the outer edge. 1-1 count. Just misses outside. Went with the four-seam fastball that time. 2-1. The 2-1 pitch. 95 just smacks the outer edge. 2-2. Miller's at 34 pitches, so he's really low on the pitch count. Braves trail 2-0. A bloop and a blast ties this, which is exactly how they got their runs. The 2-2. Outside wide splitter misses, ball 3, 3-2. Full count to Nacho. Nobody on. The payoff pitch. Swing. Dribbles it up the middle. That's going to be a 6-3 put out, 2 down. Two up, 2 down. Jerickson Profar. As the top of the order flips over. First pitch on the way to Profar. He's right there at the knees. Called for a low strike. It's 1. That's the most frustrating about this umpire, Stu Sherwater. We've had him several times. He is awful, but he's not consistent of what he thinks is a strike. As the 0-1 bangs it down the line, but foul. He had plenty of distance on that one, but it kept hooking and hooking before it could ever reach the foul pole. The 0-2 misses high and inside. Little, not quite chin music, but eye high over the plate. 1-2. One-two count. Just misses inside, 96 miles an hour. 2-2. The 2-2. Fights to stay alive. Braves trail. Two to nothing. The pitch on the way. Swing, pops it up. Giving chase behind home plate. Towards the screen. It'll bounce away. Did he catch that? He did catch that. He went into the screen. I thought it bounced off the screen and then into his glove, but he caught it. That'll end the inning. Cal Raleigh ends the inning with a good defensive play. We'll be back in a flash.
You know that thing that's in your head that tells you when it's time to stop talking? Where do you get those?
Here are some baseball facts that you might not have known. Gene Autry was a man born in 1907 who you might know as the singer of Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. On top of being a singer, an actor, and a soldier, Autry was also a fan of baseball. In fact, the man who sang Rudolph was also the man who founded the Angels. Who do you think is the player with the most Gold Glove awards? You might think of guys like Ozzie Smith, Brooks Robinson, or Willie Mays. But the actual answer is Greg Maddux with 18 Gold Gloves.
Is tomorrow Friday?
Yeah, why?
Because I think I'm gonna get a little loose-goose. But more loose than the goose. Because the goose be violent.
Hey, Braves Country, this is Mac McGee with Braves Country Radio. We are bringing you pitch by pitch, play-by-play of your Atlanta Braves all year long. Please like and subscribe today. It's free, and it helps us bring you more of the game we all love. Braves Country Radio, your home for the classic call of Braves Country Baseball.
Y'all always want to say, get your lick back, get your lick back, get your lick back. If I get my lick back, I'm going to jail.
One summer day in 1908, a popular vaudeville entertainer named Jack Norworth boarded a Manhattan train and saw an advertisement that read, "Baseball Today, Polo Grounds." He had never been to a professional game, but by the time he reached his stop, he had written out the lyrics for a song about baseball. When Norworth introduced the song in his act at the Amphion Theater in Brooklyn, it fell flat. But when Nickelodeon audiences were encouraged to sing along with lantern slides, it became a nationwide hit.
You're listening to Braves Country Radio. Please like and subscribe today. Welcome back. First pitch on the way from Waldrop to Polanco. Misses for a ball. It's 1-0. Righty-lefty matchup. 1-0. Right there at the knees. 1-1. Waldrop working really fast here. Here's the 1-1. Swing and a miss on the splitter, 1-2. Waldrop 61 pitches in as we begin the fourth, so a high pitch count. One-two count. Drops it right there for a no? Good Lord. Called that pitch a ball. 2-2. The 2-2. Chops it foul. Once again, the problem is he's not consistent. 3 pitches low have been thrown in the same area, 1 for a ball, 2 for a strike. The 2-2 chops the foul back behind the plate. Actually, one of those 2 that I mentioned as a strike was actually fouled. So really, he's shooting 50% from the field out there. The 2-2 count inside 3-2. Splitter misses. The payoff pitch down below the knees, ball 4. He'll head on down to first. And once again, free passes begin the inning for Waldrop and the Braves. Counting the hit by pitch, he's got 4 free passes today versus 4 strikeouts. 2 runs, just the 1 hit allowed, but it was a home run. J.P. Crawford, the batter, he'll be a free agent at the end of the year. First pitch on the way, 96 about letter high. It's on 1. He's the next tier of shortstop that's out there for free agency after, obviously, Bo Bichette. The 0-1, down below the knees, 1-1. 1-1 count. In the dirt, blocked by Smurf, 2-1. That was a wild pitch. Luckily, Smurf was able to snag it to keep it from going from the backstop. When I say luck, I mean lucky, because he wasn't set up to do it. He was sitting on his knee like they always do nowadays. He just stuck his glove out there and it stuck. 2-1 count. Swing, slices it foul. 2-2. Just a reminder, tomorrow's game is a noon kickoff. So for you NFL fans, we get going before your day gets going tomorrow. I think I said kickoff. Noon first pitch. 2-2 count. Spencer Strider versus Luis Castillo tomorrow. The 2-2, outside wide, 93 miles an hour, full count. The payoff pitch, swing, slaps it foul, we'll do it again. Waldrop, 72 pitches. I can't imagine he's going to get anywhere close to finishing the 5th inning. Still with no outs, 72 pitches. They will protect his arm mightily. They won't let him get anywhere close to that. He's going to have to get some quick outs to make it through 5. The payoff, swing, chops it back up the middle. Speak of the devil, that's going to be a 6-3 double play. Kim grabs it, steps on the pillow at second, fires it to Olsen, And that'll clear the bases with 2 outs now. Just what the doctor ordered. It was so fast, Kim had to wait for a second to make sure that Matt Olson was set over there at first. Two down, and the first pitch on the way. Swing hammered by Robles into left center field. That's going to get down for a base hit. Off the wall, Harris fires it back into the infield, and it's a 2-out double for Victor Robles. One on, 2 outs, runner in scoring position. Braves trail by 2. Top of the 4th inning. First pitch on the way is 84 up top, splitter. Grabs the top of the zone versus Rivas, the number 9 hitter. It's 0-1. The 0-1. Right there, top of the zone splitter, 0-2. 0-2 count. Infield back into the right, playing Rivas to pull. Waldrop sitting on 4 strikeouts. He could use number 5 right here. Lifts his red glove to his mouth, looking into the call from Murph. Brings it. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Pulled the string on that one. We'll be back in a flash. Hopefully he can settle down and the Braves can get some runs. Let's give them a breather, Braves country.
Here we go again. I mean, good morning.
So I find myself in the what doesn't kill me, better run era. And just a warning, even I'm a little scared.
You didn't get 110, it's $20, 2 $10 bills. Is that actually 100? I think the tooth fairy was drinking last night.
I don't know. You know, it seems like bad things are always happening to me. Like I have bad luck or something.
Son, you don't have bad luck. The reason that bad things happen to you is because you're a dumbass.
Here are some baseball facts that you might not have known. When Mickey Mantle was a young prospect, he went to St. Louis to try out for the Browns. But because of his scrawniness and overall unimpressive physical appearance, the Browns didn't even let him on the field. Little did they know, they had just turned away one of the greatest baseball players of all time.
People who long for the good old days before ball players got rich should have been a ball player back then. It was hard. They slept 2 to a bed often in the hotels. In fact, Rube Waddell's bunkmate required Connie Mack to put in his contract that Rube Waddell was not allowed to eat crackers in bed.
One of the crosses that Connie Mack had to bear was Rube Waddell of Punxsutawney, Pennsylvania. When he went to sign Rube to his first contract, he was met at the station in Punxsutawney by all the town leaders as he and Rube were about to get on the train, and Mack was terrified that they had come to to tell Rube not to sign for so little money, or they wanted to keep him for the local team. And one of them stepped forward and said, "Mr. Mack, we're here to thank you for getting him off of our hands."
Braves Country Radio, your home for the classic call of Braves Country baseball. Matt Olson leads us off. First pitch from Bryce Miller is a 4-seamer high and out of the zone. It's 1-0. Righty-lefty matchup. 1-0. 95 just below the knees. 1-1. Or 2-0. You call that a strike? Jeez. 1-1. 2 to 3 inches below the zone. 1-1 count. Swing! That ball's lifted high and deep. Going back on the track. Zip, boo, bam, it's gone. Ram-a-lamma, ding-dong, a solo shot. His 22nd of the year, 459 happy feet later.
Field. Smooth as it gets.
And your Atlanta Braves have cut it in half.
Always smooth, never watered
It's
down.
2-1.
We must win today. Losing is not an option.
He got all of that one. Fastball right down the pipe, right in his wheelhouse on the inner cut, just above the knees, and he did not miss it. First pitch to Ozzie Albies is a 95-mile-an-hour fastball, high and out of the zone. It's 1-0. The 1-0. Once again, ball 2-0. Two fastballs well and high out of the zone. 2-0 count. Swing, lifts it into left field, drifting back on the track and drops it. He drops it. And Randy Arozarena, that should be an error. We'll see how they call that. But he dropped it. You don't see that very often in the major leagues. Out there in the outfield, an outfielder dropping the ball, but he did. He was wheeling backwards and stuck his glove out and looked like his hand hit it before the glove did, and it ricocheted out of his glove. But nonetheless, right now they're calling it a base hit. I got to see that to believe it. But that's going to stick that way. You get your glove on a ball like that, even though he was backpedaling, major league outfielders got to make that catch. We'll take it regardless. Just comes down to how does that affect his stats. Drake Baldwin will be the batter. Second hit of the night, or third hit of the night for the Braves. Righty-lefty matchup, first pitch swinging, 96, saws it off foul into the crowd. It's 0-1. Miller is a true kitchen sinker. He's got about 6-7 pitches that he goes back and forth with. The 0-1 swing, lifts it into right field, drifting back, making the catch. Easy catch for Robles, but his momentum was taking him back towards the warning track, so Ozzie will make it down to second base. And you would call that a productive out. He won't get a sac fly for it, but that's a productive out. Gets Ozzie down to third, and there's still just one away. He leans on that four-seamer, 97 mile an hour. And why not? It's a good one as they bring the infield in. Righty-righty, Kim the batter. First pitch, swing, fouls it straight back, 96 miles an hour. It's 0-1. We'll pull the screen back so you can see any kind of movement. Then he's got that sinker, the splitter, the curve, the slider. They all come in pretty evenly. And then a show-me sweeper and cutter. He used to throw the change, but he hasn't thrown it in quite some time. The 0-1 count. Pops it up. Can of corn. Over there by first. 2 down. Tim Heyer sitting in the dugout said, I did that. I taught him how to do that. Before he showed up here, man, he was hitting fly balls out there to bring the runner home. Ronald Acuna Jr., the batter. 15 home runs on the year and 891 OPS. Righty-righty matchup. First pitch on the way. 96 misses high. It's 1-0. Big question is, do they go right after Ronald or do they pitch around him, Harris on deck? I know what I would do. I'd walk both of them and go and pitch at Murphy, but the 1-0 count. Outside wide 2-0. If I'm Bryce Miller, man, I intentionally walk both of these guys. There's no way Sean's going to get a hit off me. The 2-0. Ozzie at third. There are 2 outs. The infield is now back. Here's the pitch. Up top for a strike splitter, 2-1. The 2-1. Takes and fires. Four-seam fastball inside. 2-2. Cunha down to his last strike. A little bit of a pinch, but looked like a strike. The 2-2. Inside. Spins around, full count. 97-mile-an-hour fastball. That'll wake you up. Full count to Acuna. Ozzie at third, representing the tying run. Miller comes set. The payoff pitch. Down and away, ball 4, so he'll head on down to first. Runners on the corners. There are 2 outs, but Michael Harris II will come to the plate.
Bravo. Bravo.
First pitch to Harris, swung on, pops it up. Easy, lazy fly ball. Who wants it? Rodriguez will make the catch, and that'll end the inning. So a missed opportunity there. Harris swinging at the first pitch. We'll be back in a flash. The Braves do put one on the board. Matt Olson goes bonzo.
It's not watered down. This is ice.
Leave me alone. I'm a happily married man.
There's no way you're happy. You have 2 kids. Your wife is a disaster. I'm going to take matters into my own hands. I will show her this. She will divorce you. You will become my brother forever.
Here are some baseball facts that you might not have known. AL MVP Shohei Ohtani was not only a great hitter in 2021, but also a solid pitcher. A stat to show this is that in high leverage situations, Ohtani had the highest OPS as a hitter, and he held hitters to the lowest OPS as a pitcher. This means that Shohei was the clutchest hitter and pitcher.
George Edward Rube Waddell may have been the strangest man ever to play in the big leagues. A farmer's son from Punxsutawney, Pennsylvania. He possessed a fastball fearsome enough and a curve wicked enough to lead the American League in strikeouts for 6 straight years and to outpitch Cy Young for 20 innings. But it was his personality that most people remembered. He poured ice water on his arm before he pitched because he said otherwise he'd burn up the catcher's glove. And when he won a game, he sometimes turned cartwheels on the mound. He drank too much. The Sporting News called him the Southpaw, and he couldn't quite remember how many women he'd married. Between seasons, Waddell wrestled alligators and toured in a vaudeville melodrama, The Stain of Guilt. On the field, his attention tended to wander. Opponents could break his concentration by holding up puppies or bright, shiny toys. He loved fires, and when a fire bell clanged, he had to be restrained from leaving the game to chase the fire engine. Exasperated teammates and opposing players never knew what he'd do next, but fans loved him.
Two to 1 your score. Waldrop goes back to work, 5 strikeouts. First pitch on the way is a splitter in the dirt. It's 1-0. It's at 78 pitches. If he could be pretty economical here, he could get through 5 as the 1-0. Misses. 2-0. A super quick inning would get him to the 6th, but that's putting the cart well before the horse. The 2-0 pitch. Nowhere near the zone, 3-0. Walked the batter on 4 pitches last inning to start 4th. In danger of doing it here. The 3-0. Right down Main Street. Cutter. 3-1. Top of the order for the Tridents. The 3-1. Nowhere near the zone. Outside, wide, ball 4. His 5th free pass of the day. Cal Raleigh, now the batter. First pitch, runner goes, throw down to second. Good throw, but Kim can't come up with it. And it's going to be a stolen base for Rosarena. Smurf had him out by a mile. If you're Kim, you got to come up with that throw. It was a one-hopper, and might have short-hopped him a little bit. You expect your shortstop to come up with that one, though. If he comes up with it, it's going to be a bang-bang out. But instead, Rosarena, another stolen base in this series. They're checking on him. He says he's okay. I don't know what they're checking on him about. I mean, it just kind of looked like he slid into second, face first. That was it. They saw something to check on him, so everyone will head back to the dugout, training staff and all. Yeah, I mean, sleepwalking, his eyes were squinted, but then again, dirt was coming towards his face, so that's neither here nor there. It's easy for us to sit there and say, oh, you gotta keep your eyes open. Man, you'd be shielding and in the field position. The 1-0, swing, hammers it over to first. Olsen has it, flips it to Waldrop. He'll step on the bag, 1 down. Runner at third, 1 out, and the Braves will bring the infield in. Yeah, I saw the same thing sleepwalking, but it's one of those things. You got dirt flying around your face. I guess in theory they could wear goggles out there, but we might be overthinking that. First pitch on the way to Rodriguez. Julio, who hit a 2-run shot to take the lead in the first. It's a swing and a miss. It's 0-1. Infield all the way in and playing to pull. See, that's the part that doesn't make any sense to me. Why are we playing him to pull and all the way in? The 0-1 chops it over to third, and good play by Nacho. He tagged the runner. They called him safe at third. Nacho will flip it over to first, 2 down, and now the infield can go back. I'd like to see that again. That was close. Yeah, nah, he got back in there in time. Heads up base running by Rosarena, because that was bang over there. But they do this all the time, and I notice it, and it's like to play behind the pitcher through his delivery makes 0 sense when you've got the infield in. Give your fielder a chance to at least see the ball well and move just a little bit towards first. I get the idea they still think he's going to pull, but they do it all the time. It drives you nuts. Looks like they're zipping out over here, so we'll reset the screen. The 1-0 pitch is in the dirt, almost gets him in the knees. Bends out of the way. Naylor, who's 0 for 1 on the day with a walk. steps out of the way. It is now 2-0. Two-0 count. High and out of the zone, 3-0. You have to restart it because it is quite a bit of ways behind what is actually going on. A 3-0 count. Two out, standing on deck is Suarez, the right-handed. Man, they clocked 4 home runs when we saw him in Arizona earlier in the year before his trade. The 3-0. Right there for a strike, 3-1. Three-one count. Swing, slaps it over towards short. Kim's got it. Fires it across the diamond. That'll end the inning. 6-3. Good defensive play there by Kim, and the Braves keep it right there. We head to the bottom of the 5th, trailing by a run. Sean Murphy, Alvarez, and then the top of the order.
Exes be like, but I gave you the world. You gave me depression and a yeast infection. Shut the up.
Here are some baseball facts that you might not have known. There have been 4 times where a player to be named later was themselves. For example, in 2005, John McDonald was traded from the Blue Jays to the Tigers for a player to be named later. 4 months later, the trade was completed when McDonald was reacquired by the Blue Jays as the player to be named later.
Hey Braves Country, this is Mac McGee with Braves Country Radio. We are bringing you pitch by pitch, play by play of your Atlanta Braves all year long. Please like and subscribe today. It's free, and it helps us bring you more of the game we all love. Braves Country Radio, your home for the classic call of Braves Country Baseball.
I just super daddied my pants.
What?
Shadoodles. I my pants, I think.
You don't have pants on.
Sunday would come and the little park would be packed way before game time. Everybody wanting to see the great Rube Waddell pitch. Nowhere to be found. Manager'd be having a fit. And then just a few minutes before the game time, there'd be a commotion in the grandstand. You'd hear people laughing and yelling, "Here comes Rube! Here comes Rube!" And there he'd come right through the stands. He'd jump down on the field, cut across the infield, the clubhouse, taking off his shirt as he went. In about 3 minutes, he never wore any underwear. He'd run back out in uniform and yell, "All right, let's get him." Sam Crawford.
That looks like that's going to be it for Waldrop. Close the book on him. He went 5 innings, 2 earned, 5 strikeouts, but 5 walks. Sean Murphy, your batter, to start the inning. Smurf now batting just .201. First pitch on the way. Swing, pops it back foul. It's on 1. Braves trail by 1, 2-1 your score. Bottom of the 5th, infield back and to the left. The 0-1. Sweeper down and away. 1-1. 16 home runs, 45 RBI, a 716 OPS. I still don't know how his OPS is so high. It seems like he doesn't have a base hit or a home run in 3 years. The 1-1 chops it over to short. 6-3 put out, easy peasy, 1 down. He, unfortunately, is just an incredibly streaky hitter. And you get streaky hitters all the time, but normally they level out where they're not just ice cold or white hot. And that's his problem. He's always been that way, at least since he's been with Atlanta. Since I've been doing these games, he's always been either on fire or just an ice bucket. First pitch to Alvarez is swung on and fouled back. It's 0-1. And we've sat around and talked about why we think it's like that. I just think he's got a very robotic swing that has a lot of holes in it. And he's either connecting with a violent swing or he's just whiffing. The 0-1 swing and a miss. They called that one a strike. I say they, Sherwater. Sometimes you think he's got dinner plans, and sometimes you think he's riding the clock. You can't figure out what's going on here with this guy. The 0-2 from Miller. Brings it. Splitter down the way, 1-2. Good to see you, Mr. Shooter. The 1-2. Swing, slaps it down the line. That's a base hit. That could be extra bases. Cutting it off at the pass is Robles. He'll fire to the infield, but it's a head-first slide by the Nacho Man. Good hustle by Nacho Alvarez. And your Atlanta Braves got something cooking here.
Whoa, check it out. What?
In the bottom of the fifth.
Get me some nachos. It is a sign and these nachos to help me score.
A hard roller down the right field line. They were playing him to pull. So the first baseman, Josh Naylor, was well off the line. And that'll bring Jerickson Profar. The Jerk Store is 0 for 2 on the day, but he's been a pretty hot hitter here recently. First pitch on the way is into the dirt. It's 1-0. Infield back and to the right. We'll pull the screen back so you can see what's going on. Good to see you, Taku. Everybody's showing up tonight. Straight shooter, Taku. The 1-0 count. Top of the zone. Question mark. Called for a strike, 1-1. 1-1 count. Brings it. Swing and a miss, 95-mile-an-hour heater, 1-2. He's topped out at 97 tonight, but Profar was well behind that one. He must have been sitting on the soft stuff. Huge hole on the left side over there. Infield back into the right. Outfield straight away and deep. JP will step out of the box. Miller off the mound. Both will reset. Nacho at second. The 1-2. Swing, slaps it foul into the dugout. That'll wake up a couple of guys over there. Bounce near the camera wall. Olsen on deck. He had a home run his last time up, if you're just joining us. Good to see you, Kay. The 1-2. Inside 2-2. 95. Pushes him off. The 2-2 pops it up, third base side, and it'll be a Foul ball caught into the mitt of the third baseman Suarez, 2 down. Just got underneath that one. Matt Olson comes to the plate. Raleigh and the rest of the infield converge out there to talk to Miller. Probably debating on whether they want to pitch around or just walk Olson. He clocked one over the walls last time up. 400, was it 459? Is that what it was? Yeah, 459 to right center. You got 2 outs. You got a base open. Ozzie Albies, who has been hot, stands on deck, but he's kind of picking your poison here. Nacho still out there at second base, waiting for somebody to knock him in. Infield back into the right. Miller comes set. Here's the pitch. Swing. Slaps it back foul, 95 miles an hour. About letter high, it's 0-1. So definitely not pitching all the way around, and they put that right over the plate. I guess they figured they can get him to pop one up, but Olson, he loves him down, but he can go up and get him in the zone. That's not a foolproof plan. The 0-1 in the dirt, 1-1. 1-1 count. Miller, his 75th pitch of the night. Better hurry. The 1-1 swing. Chops it over to second, and that'll end the inning. 4-3 put out. Olson got jammed on that one. We'll be back in just a sec. Suarez, Polanco, Crawford coming up. We'll see who comes out of the pen.
People will be like, damn, you're just so chill. I'm like, thanks, I gave up.
Lastly, before I open the bar in the morning, I always make sure to turn on the Coors sign, let people know we got Ice Delicious Coors in the bar, and then that's the last thing I do.
That sign does not say Coors.
Come outside, come outside, come outside.
Closed. It says closed.
Okay. Yeah, right, I can see that now, but, you can't really read it from the inside.
You can't read it from the outside.
All right.
Today we're going to talk about crazy stats. Both Cecil and Prince Fielder ended their careers with 319 home runs. They both made their major league debuts at the age of 21. They both had 1 season with 50 or more home runs, 1 season with 40 or more home runs, and 4 seasons with 30 or more home runs. Exactly 40% of their hits went for extra base hits, and 22% of the balls they put into play were line drives. And that's not all. They also matched each other with 97 two-out home runs, 49 fourth-inning home runs, 29 fifth-inning home runs, and 18 ninth-inning home runs.
Players like Waddell, with their drinking, with their bad acting, with their inability to take their profession seriously, they came to baseball in its early years in very large numbers because baseball, though popular, was outside social norms. The instability of a career where you might work for a year or two and then be gone, the jumping from team to team, seemed to be suited toward individuals who couldn't fit as well in the rest of society. Now, it helped in the case of Rube Waddell and many of these other sociopathic figures, that in addition to being sociopaths, they also had incredibly strong arms or very good batting eyes.
You're listening to Braves Country Radio, your home for the classic call of Braves Country Baseball. Raldy Munoz will come on. He got the call to the active roster when the rosters expanded in September. Pretty good debut. Didn't give up any runs. He has walked 2 and only struck out 1. Middle of the order due up for the Mariners. Suarez, the batter. First pitch on the way. 96 sinker inside. It's 1-0. The 1-0. 97. 2-0. He can bring it just like the lefty Hayden Harris. Harris has been a little more dominant down on the farm, but the 2-0, 91 up top, slider, 2-1. But I do think the sky's the limit for Munoz out of the pen. I mean, he's got a really smooth delivery, really repeatable delivery. Is the 2-1 pitch, down and in, 3-1. Braves did add Daysbel Hernandez. The 3-1, outside wide. And another walk. We have not seen Daysbel since he's been added to the roster on Thursday, the off day. In case you missed that news, Wander Suero was picked up by the Mets off of waivers. Cal Quantrill was released, and Luke Williams was designated for assignment. 0-1 count to Polanco, runner at first, nobody out. Sinker off the edge, 1-1. One count. 97 misses, 2-1. Smurf is going to go out there and talk to Munoz. Sean Murphy goes back behind the plate. Everybody else to their regular positions. Polanco 0 for 1 with the walk in the fourth. First pitch on the way is a slider down and in. It goes behind the backstop. It's a poor job by Smurf to block that. It'll probably be called a wild pitch, but honest, well, I don't know. I think that could just be a good old-fashioned pass ball. It did hit his glove and then the ground. Depends on how they want to score it. It's once again, it's them sitting on their knees. It's a 3-1 down and in, ball 4. So back-to-back walks to start the inning. That's how they're teaching them to catch the ball. And if you're wondering, like, why are they doing that? It's because they believe that sitting on one knee like that allows you to frame pitches better and get called strikes. First pitch on the way is 97, right there on the outer edge. It's 0-1. There is movement in the Braves bullpen. I believe that's Pierce Johnson. The 0-1. Nowhere near the zone. Pitch out territory, 1-1. I just don't buy into it if you've got runners on. Is the 1-1 swing and a miss, slider 1-2. If you have runners on, I just feel like that the number one objective should be to keep the runners from advancing. 1-2, swing and a miss. Strike 3. Got him with the slider diving in, 1 away. Double play now can get Munoz out of this. Sean's going out there to the mound. Looks like they might be making a pitching change. Yep, Sticker's coming out. We'll be back in a flash. Top of the 6th, the Braves trail by 1, and that is Pierce Johnson. We'll return in just a moment.
Do you want me to get you a drink?
No, it's 8:30 in the morning. What is wrong with you?
Well, we're at the airport.
Oh, that's right. No, I already have one. I'm good. Thanks.
Here are some baseball facts that you might not have known. Why does Kenley Jansen wear the number 74? Jansen was one of the best closers of the 2010s, but things haven't always been good for Kenley. When he was 12, his father suffered a stroke and he couldn't work anymore. As a result, his mother Bernadette had to work day and night to support the family. She would tell Kenley and his siblings that everything was okay when they were actually in deep financial troubles. Kenley knew about the family's issues, so he promised her he would do everything he could to fix their problems. At the age of 17, Jansen was a catcher and he signed with the Dodgers. He had a good arm but was struggling at the plate, so the Dodgers turned him into a pitcher. In 2011, the Dodgers gave him a major league contract worth $416,000. With no hesitation, Kenley sent the money to his family back in Curacao in order to help pay off the home's mortgage. That house in Curacao is on Kaya Kokolishi 74, and Jansen wears the number 74 to honor his family and his roots.
Hey Braves Country, this is Mac McGee with Braves Country Radio. We are bringing you pitch by pitch, play-by-play of your Atlanta Braves all year long. Please like and subscribe today. It's free, and it helps us bring you more of the game we all love. Braves Country Radio, your home for the classic call of Braves Country Baseball.
In 1904, Waddell struck out 349 batters, a record for American League left-handers, but he was just too hard to handle. Though he was one of the greatest pitchers in baseball, his unreliability infuriated his teammates, and he was driven out of the big leagues and then out of the minors. Waddell contracted tuberculosis, helping victims of a flood, and died on April 1st, 1914, at the age of 37.
Welcome back. First pitch on the way is an 84-mile-an-hour curveball. Slaps the inner part of the plate to get the 0-1 lead on Victor Robles. Braves trail by 1, runners at first and second. A double play can get you out of the jam. The 0-1. Top of the zone, curveball, it's 0-2. Oh-2 count. Looks in. Brings it. Caught, looking strike 3. Bender at the knees. Yak him. 2 down. Absolutely buckled him. The first 2 curveballs were a little higher in the zone, and Robles was not expecting that one to stay up. It started much lower and just snapped right there at the kneecaps. First pitch on the way is a curveball down and in to Rivas, the number 9 hitter. It's 1-0. 1-0. Up top for a strike. Curveball, 1-1. One count. Swing, pops it up. High into left. Profar underneath it, and that'll end the inning. Great job by Pierce Johnson to put out the fire. He got the rookie out of Dodge. We'll be back in a flash. Ozzie Albies leads us off when we return.
If I ever say, do you want me to be honest? You might want to just say no.
Hey, Braves Country, I'm Mac McGee. Join us for Pitch by Pitch, Play by Play, the classic call of Braves Country Baseball. We're bringing you Atlanta Braves baseball all year long. Jump into our pregame show, Braves Country Today, just before first pitch. Stick around for the postgame show, Braves Country Tonight, where we will open up the phone lines and react to your calls or your comments all year long. That's Braves Country Radio, pitch by pitch, play by play, your home for the classic call of Braves Country Baseball.
Excuse me, what the hell's going on out here? Well, Nook's scared because his eyelids are jammed and his old man's here. We need a live rooster? We need a live rooster to take the curse off Jose's glove, and nobody seems to know what to get Millie or Jimmy for their wedding present.
Today we're going to talk about crazy stats. BJ and Justin Upton both hit their 99th career home runs on the same day, July 20th, 2012. They would follow that up with their 100th career home run on the same day, August 3rd. In between the home runs, they both had 7 hits, 6 singles, and an extra base hit.
I love watching closely what I think is this psychological duel between the pitcher and the batter, as well as a physical duel, knowing that each one is anticipating what the other one is going to do, and that one of them is going to win, one is going to lose. I mean, that's what's so wonderful about it. I mean, people who don't understand baseball think about, well, what is it, these 9 guys on the field? If you love it at that moment, it's just as exciting as a heavyweight boxing match. These 2 people are dueling each other, and with all of their memory of the other person, and the great pitchers and the great batters have studied the other person. That's what's so wonderful.
First pitch on the way to Ozzie Albies' knuckle curve down and away. It's 1-0. Righty-lefty matchup. Miller back out there. This is his 77th offering of the night. You better hurry. Here we go. The 1-0. Swing rips it over to first, but right into the glove of Naylor. He'll step on the bag, 1 down. It's about the 4th or 5th time tonight Miller has came dangerously close from getting an automatic ball call. He's gotten into that red area where there's 3-2 and they're about to hit the 1 and he'll let go of the ball. Drake Baldwin, your batter. 1 swing can tie this baby up. 2-1 your score. Bottom of the 6th. First pitch on the way is a 95-mile-an-hour fastball up top. It's 1-0. Inside. I mean, he called that a strike. My God. Okay, 1-1 your count. That pitch was well out of the zone. This bum Sherwater, I hope to heck he gets replaced in the offseason. He's got to be up there as the worst. The sinker down and away to him. 2-1 count. Kicks and fires. Inside 3-1. Should have been a walk at this point, but it's not.
Yep, what I am. That's all what I am.
It's time for Who Am I? The 3-1 count. Swing, dribbles it up the middle. That is just going to find its way through into center field. You talk about a seeing eye single, bouncing in between the 4-6 hole, outstretched glove of J.P. Crawford, and he just missed grabbing it. Bangs it up the middle, just under the glove of the pitcher Miller, just past the outstretched glove of the shortstop Crawford, and the Braves have the tying run on base. Now 1 swing could give us the lead. Righty-righty matchup, Hassan Kim.
How could you not like the Drake?
Who's the Drake?
The Drake is good.
4-seam fastball misses out of the zone. It's 1-0. 1-0. 94. Right there for a strike. 1-1 count. Kim 0 for 2, line out and a pop out. 95 off the plate, 2-1. He had the heroics the other night in Chicago where he hit the 3-run home run. It sealed the deal for the Braves. The 2-1 count. Swing! That ball's hit through the infield. Diving attempt by Crawford is for naught. And we've got runners on first and second. And one out. Worm burner past the diving glove of Crawford. Once again, just under his glove. He's got to feel like, man, 2 consecutive hits that if he was just one step to the other way, he's going to be able to get to it. First pitch on the way to Ronald Acuna Jr. is a splitter off the edge. It's 1-0. Miller now at 87 pitches, so you do wonder how much longer they're going to stick with him. Ronald Acuna Jr., 15 home runs on the year, batting 6th tonight. Not in his usual top third of the order. 1-0. Outside wide, 2-0. Two-0 count. Harris stands on deck. In the hole is Sean Murphy. The pitch, swing, fouls it straight back, 2-1. You know, one of the problems you have when you have the lineup set the way they do tonight as well is if you pinch it for Murph and bring Drake on to catch, you're going to lose the designated hitter. 2-1. Swing. Rifles it back foul. 95-mile-an-hour fastball. 2-2. Deuces wild. Braves trail 2-1. 2 on. A 2-2 count to Acuna. He's 0 for 1 with a walk. Miller comes set. Looks back the runner at second. Brings it. 95 misses high. Ball 3, 3-2. He's been so inconsistent with these calls, I'm surprised he didn't give that a strike. Full count. Miller turns and spins towards second. He'll keep the ball, but it will be counted as a move to the bag. Full count. Runners at first and second. 1 out. The payoff pitch. Down and away, ball 4. So he'll head on down to first. And the bases are now juiced.
Bravo.
Ducks all over the pond. And I do believe manager Dan Wilson's coming out to make a pitching change.
Bravo.
We'll be back in a flash. The Braves trail by 1, but the bases are loaded with only 1 out. On this date, 1912, in a game that matches up superstars Boston hurler Smokey Joe Wood and Walter Johnson. Smokey bests the big train 1-0 for his 30th and 14th consecutive victory in a season where he wins 34. The Red Sox only run results from back-to-back doubles from Trish Speaker and Duffy Lewis. The first 2-bagger by the Gray Eagle should have been an easy flyout, but the ball lands into an area cordoned off by rope to a section off the overflow of the Fenway crowd. On this date in 1924, St. Louis Browns right-hander Urban Shocker throws 2 complete games, beating the Chicago White Sox 6-2 in both Comiskey Park contests. The 1922 Major League strikeout leader faces 77 batters in the twin bill, but fans only want getting Chicago's first baseman Earl Sheely in the opener. And on this date in 1976, while waiting in the on-deck circle, Steve Yeager is seriously injured when jagged pieces of Bill Russell's broken bat strikes him in the throat. The 27-year-old backstops near-fatal accident, which he amazingly recovers from to rejoin the team in 3 weeks, leads to the development of a protective device for catchers and umpires, sometimes referred to as the Billy Goat strap, which is a flap attached to the bottom of the protective face mask to prevent a similar injury. Welcome back. We'll get into the Who Yam I while we have a second. Waiting for the reliever to come on. I have a WAR of over 50. I have 7 gold gloves, and I was an all-star 4 times. I led the American League in strikeouts 3 times and was involved in a no-hitter, but I am not in the Hall of Fame. I am from California and spent most of my time out west in my career. The first pitch on the way, swinging, lifted high and deep, going back on the track, making the catch at the wall. That's going to tie the game as the throw comes into second, and it's an RBI sac fly for Money Mike. He just missed pay dirt. That swing was true. Good running catch by Julio Rodriguez, but it's 2-2, baby, here in the 6th.
They know about that.
God bless you, Mike. Keep your game tight.
Never know. You know what I'm saying? I got a little razzle-dazzle.
I have over 2,300 strikeouts and over 170 wins. First pitch on the way to Sean Murphy is swung on and fouled straight back. It's 0-1. I played for the California Angels and the Anaheim Angels, along with the Seattle Mariners and Expos. The 0-1 swung on, chopped it over the ground at short, and Sean Murphy, I think that takes him below the Mendoza line. 6-4 your put out, but not for your Atlanta Braves. Put one on the board. We'll be back in a flash here on Braves Country.
Here are some baseball facts that you might not have known. The San Francisco Giants were very close to becoming the Toronto Giants. In 1976, Giants owner Horace Stoneham sold the team to a group of companies in Toronto. The Toronto Giants were set to debut later that year, but a U.S. court stopped the deal. After hearing the news, a man named Bob Lurie bought the Giants and kept them in San Francisco.
What's the best part of being a Mets fan?
To be honest with you, like the character development, it really builds you for the rest of your life because it's such a miserable franchise. A lot of peaks and valleys with this team.
So if that's the best part, what's the worst part?
Probably May through September.
Myers bringing it. And the pitch is hit in the air. Foul off first. Benzinger backing and calling. And the 1990 World Championship belongs to the Cincinnati Reds.
Bell, left field, way back. Blue Jays win it. The Blue Jays are World Series champions as Joe Carter hits a 3-run home run in the 9th inning, and the Blue Jays have repeated as World Series champions. Touch them all, Joe. You'll never hit a bigger home run in your life.
On August 2nd, 1907, I encountered the most threatening sight I ever saw on a ball field. He was only a rookie, and we licked our lips as we warmed up. Evidently, manager Pongo Joe Cantillon had picked a Rube out of the cornfields of the deepest bushes to pitch against us. He was a tall, shambling galoot, with arms so long they hung far out of his sleeves and with a sidearm delivery that looked unimpressive at first glance. One of the Tigers imitated a cow mooing, and we hollered, "Get the pitchfork ready, Joe. Your hayseed's on the way back to the barn." The first time I faced him, I watched him take that easy wind-up, and then something went past that made me flinch.
The thing just hissed with danger. We couldn't touch him. Every one of us knew we'd met the most powerful arm ever turned loose in a ballpark, Ty Cobb.
Welcome back. Top of the 7th we go. See if there's been any guesses here. Someone got it, but to be fair, one of the radio stations that got it is pretty much the home of this guy. First pitch from Daysbel Hernandez, long time, no time. First pitch missed for a ball. It's 1-0. The 1-0 smacked through the hole and through for a base hit, and it's a leadoff single for Rosarena. And the Mariners, and he has been running early and often. I saw one person say Tim Hudson. It's not Tim Hudson. First pitch to Cal Raleigh is a slider down and in. It's 1-0. Flips it over to first. Rosarena's under the tag. I started over 400 games as the 1-0 swing blasted. And Cal Raleigh takes it all the way back to the track. Making the catch at the wall is Harris, but the ball was hit so high and so deep that Rosarena was able to retreat, come back, tag the bag, and take second base. One away. That was a skyscraper. When Harris first went back there to the center field wall, he was looking like he thought it was out. And I don't know if he was trying to deke Rosarena into jogging around as the first pitch on the way is a four-seam fastball. Up top for a strike, it's 0-1. I threw almost 3,000 innings and have over 2,400 strikeouts. The 0-1 swung on, foul back, it's 0-2. 0-2 count. Well, now that it's been a little more difficult, make it a little easier for you. I am a southpaw. Is the 0-2. 97 misses high, 1-2. And I started my career with the Mariners in '84, going over to the Angels in 1990. The 1-2 fouls it back. We'll do it again. One-two count. '97. I mean, come on, right there at the knees. What are you doing, Sherwater? 2-2. That was a beautiful pitch. Someone ought to wake Sherwater up. He's missing one heck of a game. The 2-2. Fouls it away. We'll do it again. I helped throw a combined no-hitter with Mike Witt in 1990. And is the 2-2. If this doesn't give it to you, nothing will. I was the Angels starting pitcher for the 1995 American League West tiebreaker game against the Seattle Mariners. Full count. Swing, pops it up. Back out of play. We'll do it again. His team did not get the win, but he did throw 6 2/3 innings in that game. There you go, Captain Retro. Mark Langston. The 3-2 swing. That ball's belted, and she is gone. Julio Rodriguez with the second home run of the night. And the Mariners lead it 4-2. Ninth pitch of the at-bat, but honest engine. The at-bat should have been over. Stu Sherwater, who can't... I mean, I don't know how he does... He does this every time we see him. I don't know how he does not see balls and strikes clearly. But you give a guy that many pitches off of one pitcher, he's eventually going to time one up. Mark Langston, the answer is correct, Captain Retro. As the first pitch to Naylor was bounced right back to the mound, and it's a 1-3 put out. There's now 2 outs. First pitch on the way is a slider down and away. It's 0-1. Those numbers nowadays, he probably gets in the Hall of Fame. If he's pitching today, almost 200 wins, and to have been as the 0-1, pops it high and deep. That's gone. Another gopher ball, and it's 5-2. Daysbel Hernandez looking much like he did when he left to go down on the farm. Just not much control. And he's like this every year we see this Hernandez. It really is frustrating when you watch Daysbel Hernandez pitch because he's got electric stuff. I mean, he throws the ball high 90s, but he cannot control it. And he's either falling behind or he's laying taters right over the plate. Usually at his best, he's effectively wild, but they can put him in a package to trade him. They've got to do it because someone's got to be able to figure him out with that big of an arm. But it hasn't been the Braves. Snicker's going to go out there. Looks like he's going to make a move. Looks like he's going to get the left hand. Looks like we're going to get Hayden Harris. So we'll be back in a flash. The rookie who looked really good the other night coming in to try to end this inning.
Hello, I'm Charles Daniels. For years, we've been taking you to villages like this and showing you the heartbreak of families whose only mistake was being born poor. They need your help, and for only
$2.99
a month, you can provide
the Country Club for Braves Country Radio.
Ask for more. Sorry? Ask for more money. Why are you starting so low?
Don't get greedy. Ask for $2.99.
As you can see, these villagers are desperate for your help, so don't hesitate. Dial the number and send over
$2.99
a month. That's all we need. Start higher. I know, right?
$2.99
A month. May not sound like a lot, but it can mean so much to
Braves Country Radio.
It's not even a round number. I'm just saying, why not start at
$2.99
a month? That's all these people need to survive. And they'd be so lucky and appreciative to get it. So for the price of a cup of coffee.
You talk about all they need to send is the bare minimum to keep us alive.
How you gonna save our lives with only 39 cents? Because I'm trying to do the math in my head, but I just can't see it.
$2.99
This is plenty.
He keeps saying
$2.99
Why you keep saying
For the price of a cup of coffee.
why it can't be the price of an Arizona iced tea?
Because it's not the price of an Arizona, it's got to be coffee.
It don't though.
Plus, coffee is way more expensive than
$2.99
You know, for a starving village, you people have a lot of energy.
Hey, how much was that coffee?
It doesn't matter.
I bet you don't even know what country you in.
I do know what country I'm in.
What country you at? What country you at?
Braves Country Radio.
All right,
Hey, if you want to see this cheap-ass white man again, you better send us
$2.99
cash right now. Don't hesitate.
Welcome back. Hayden Harris comes in. No, Retro. Daysbull has always been a Brave. He's bounced around the minor leagues for quite some time, but he's always been a Brave. He came with Atlanta in 23. First pitch on the way is a four-seam fastball to Polanco. Bangs it out of the zone. It's 0-1. The 0-1. I didn't know it. About Mark Langston when we did this. I just grabbed one of these cards out of Charlie's box that he gave me. This is pretty interesting as the 0-1's bank foul. It's 0-2. He was doing radio for the Los Angeles Angels for KLAA. As the 0-2, swing, hammers it down the line. That's going to be a fair ball. Bounces off the little indention of the wall in left field. Karam's out to left field. Profar gets it, and it's a two-out double for the Mariners. But after he announced the starting lineups for an away game against the Houston Astros, Langston suffered ventricular fibrillation and collapsed in the broadcast booth, was revived and taken to the hospital. We later had a defibrillator installed. As the four-seam fastball is right there on the outer edge, it's 0-1. He returned to radio duties the next day. The 0-1, outside wide, 1-1. That's a gamer right there, man. That's tough as nails. I guess he's currently still with the radio color commentator of the Angels in post-game calling show. The 1-1 inside, spins him around. 2-1. 2-1 count. He's now 65 years old. I remember that playing game like it was yesterday. The Angels and Mariners game in 95 is the 2-1. That ball's going to get dropped into center field, and that run's going to come around to score. And it is now 6-2 Seattle. So 6-2 your score. Braves, after fighting back to get back in this game, the bullpen has imploded here in the seventh. Four-seam fastball misses down and in to Robles. It's 1-0. But nowadays, if you have a guy who's a four-time All-Star and a seven-time Gold Glover and a three-time strikeout leader with a WAR of over 50, they're going to start punching his ticket to the Hall of Fame. They don't even talk about him being snubbed, and rightfully so, but the bar has just been lowered when they even start. And he may not get in, but people would be pounding the drum about it. The splitter misses down and into him. Harris doesn't seem to have a touch of the zone right now. 10 pitches in. 7 of the 10 pitches have been balls. The 2-1. Right there for a strike. 2-2. Two count. Swing, fouls it away. Do it again. The 2-2. Chops it foul. Harris about to throw his 14th pitch of the outing, just trying to get the one out. The 2-2 inside almost gets him. Did it get him? It did not. They checked down the line and he did not go around. Full count. So this will be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. The runner will be on the move. Man, that came close to getting him in the leg. As far as did he offer at it? Probably not. Looked like the batter went around, but he'd already let go of it, trying to avoid the 3-2's banged off the plate once again. Full count from Harris. Robles 1 for 3. The pitch. Oh, come on. He's not getting anything. I mean, this guy, Sherwater, is just a clown. So he'll walk on down to first. Pitch did hit the side of the zone. Looking at on 2 different pitch tracks, it definitely hit the side of the zone. But another blown call by Sherwater. I'll be curious to actually look at his umpire card tomorrow, see if it's as accurate as what we're seeing. First pitch is a 4-seam fastball for a strike. It's 0-1. The 0-1. Swing and a miss. Sweeper. 0-2. Expect Harris to be in your bullpen next year. He may not start with the team, but he'll be there by the middle of the season. He's been phenomenal down in the minors. And he'll allow the Braves to. The main reason why you don't want to start him up top at the beginning of the year is to limit his innings. The 0-2. Swing, hammers it down the line, foul. We'll do it again. You're just joining us. Waldrop just did not have it tonight. 5 innings of 2-run ball, but he walked 5. Pierce Johnson put out the fire that Munoz started in the 6th. And then Daysbel Hernandez gave it all up in the 7th. And that's where we sit. The 0-2, swing lifted into center field. Drifting over, making the catch is Harrison. That'll end the inning. But not before they put 4 on the board. We'll grab the bats and see if we can counter when we return. Get up and stretch, Braves country!
All right, I can't see you. Let me hear you. 1, 2, 3. Me out to the ball game. Me out to the night. Find me something of Cracker Jack. I don't care if I have to get back on the street. sucks, and it's horse but I'm too polite to say anything, because I'm a class act.
Welcome back. First pitch on the way to Jake Fraley. He's up top for a strike. It's 0-1. Righty-lefty matchup. Fraley on for Nacho Alvarez. The 0-1. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2. Usually what happens is Brujan will come on to play defense. After this, the 0-2 caught looking strike 3 up in the corner. One away. And an emphatic strikeout punch by the clown that is Surewater, who has been wildly inconsistent all night long. I'm surprised one of these batters doesn't give him the what for, because he likes to put on his own little show. I wouldn't be mad at any of them for getting tossed, chewing that bum out. Jerickson Profar, the batter, first pitch swinging, pops it up, can of corn, over shortstop area. F6 in your scorecard, 2 down. If this score holds, the Braves will be looking to win the series tomorrow behind Spencer Strider. 12 o'clock, 12:05 first pitch. We'll come on the air about 11:30 to get you ready. Matt Olson, who did hit a home run earlier tonight, comes to the plate. He's 2 for 3. A single in the first and a home run in the fourth. The first pitch on the way is below the knees from Bizzardo. That's what about. 1-0, swing and a miss. 1-1. One count. Bangs it over to first. Should be an easy play. 3-1 it is. And that'll end the inning. We'll go to the 8th inning, trailing by 4. The top of the order due up for the Tridents.
106 miles to Chicago. Got a full tank of gas, half a pack of cigarettes. It's dark, and we're wearing sunglasses. Hit it.
It's happy hour.
When wins become losses
and losses become wins.
You guys going to happy hour? Yeah? Yeah, I'll come for a couple. Just a couple, though. Not like last time.
When buying a beer, don't make this mistake. Buying only one beer can cause a misalignment in your spine due to the uneven weight distribution. This can cause unnecessary back pain and potential spine issues. To prevent this, carry 2 beers, ensuring your body is balanced and proper health maintained.
Okay.
Get it!
Afternoon, everybody.
Put my pants on, one leg at a time.
Guess what? I got a fever, and the only prescription is no...
Ladies and gentlemen, we interrupt our program of dance music to bring you a special bulletin from the Intercontinental Radio News.
You're in Braves country.
Pregame. Salute.
They're making it laws where you can't drink when you want to. Pretty soon we're going to be communist country.
Yeah. I mean, the Lord. You gotta understand it. We're on a mission from God.
If you want to stop me, you're gonna have to kill me!
John Brebbia comes on with the 6.75 ERA. Bruhan takes over at third base. Braves trail 6-2, top of the 8th. We'll have the heart of the order due up in the bottom of the 8th, leading off with Ozzie, then Drake. Top of the order for the Tridents. First pitch on the way. Bang! Gets him in the ribs. Sometimes you got to give a man a rib sandwich. He'll hit on down to first. This is so far so good. Misses ribs. Hit him in the arm. I thought it got him in the ribs. So he'll head on down to first. Rub some dirt on it. 1 for 2 now. He has been on base 4 times. First pitch to Raleigh is swung on and blasted down the line. Foul. It's 0-1. The 0-1. Turns and flips it over to first. Keep the runner close by. Oh, 1 count. Righty lefty. Outside wide. 1-1. One count. Pitch on the way. Just grabs the outer edge. 1-2. Mariners 3.5 back of the Astros right now. The Astros lead the Rangers 3-0 in the 8th inning. The out-of-town scoreboard looks like this. They are in Tampa and tied at 2, Guardians and Rays in the 9th. Baltimore, Maryland, the Dodgers, Orioles, LA with the 3-0 lead as they head to the 9th. And 1-2. 93 out of the zone, 2-2. Kansas City, Missouri, the Royals lead the Twins 11-2 in the 8th. And the Giants and Cardinals are in St. Louis. It's 2-0 San Fran in the 9th. The 2-2. Swing and a miss. 92. Got him. 1 down. Padres 8-2 over the Rockies in Denver, Colorado. They're in the 5th inning. In the desert, the Diamondbacks lead the Red Sox 4-1 in the 6th. Angels and A's, scoreless in the 1st. Earlier today, the Yankees took out the Blue Jays in New York. As the first pitch on the way is a 4-seam fastball to Julio Rodriguez, who's looking for home run number 3. It's 0-1. Phillies double up the Marlins 4-2 in South Beach. Tigers 6-0 over the White Sox in Detroit. 1-0 misses inside. 1-1. Wait a minute. Brewers 4-1 over the Pirates. That's a final, and the Reds beat the Mets 6-3. I think I left out the Nats and Cubs. Washington over Chicago in Wrigley this afternoon. 2-1. 1-1 swung on, fouled straight back. It's 1-2. One-two count. The wrinkle range. The 1-2 foul back, runner went, but he'll have to retreat. Rosarena has been running all over the place in this series. 1-2 count. At first I thought he just wasn't respecting the arm of Drake, but he's been running left and right on Smurf as well. Another 1-2's fouled away. Rodriguez hit home runs number 29 and 30 tonight. The 1-2. Brevia waiting for Hurod to get back in the box. Might just be easier to hit him in the ribs too. 1-2 count. Swing, slaps it through the hole. Yeah, it would have been easier just to hit him. Acuna bobbles the ball, but the runner will stay at second. And it's runners on first and second and 1 out. Two on, 1 out, Josh Naylor. First pitch on the way is a 4-seamer right down the pipe. It's 0-1. Below medium bat. Yelton, you're giving him a lot more credit. I want to wipe those eyes, buddy. He is an awful batter. The 0-1. Outside wide, 1-1. Sean Murphy is now officially at the Mendoza line at 200. Although Mario Mendoza finished his career with a 215 batting average, it's widely considered the Mendoza line at 200 is the 1-1's in the dirt 2-1. And that is the reason for that is he spent his entire career bouncing back and forth between over and under the 200 mark. So it's not what his lifetime batting average was. It was the fact that he was constantly playing jump rope with it. The 2-1, misses high, 3-1. So the next out, Murph will be below the Mendoza line. And he has been just crashing. Majority of his power came in the very first part of the year. Remember that happened in 2023. He had a great beginning of the year. I just think he wears down even though he's not playing every day. As a 3-1, that ball is smoked into the chop house. It's 9-2. And that's what happens when you put a guy out there on the mound who has an ERA or had an ERA of 6.75 when he came in. It will now jump to 7.89. That's just good old-fashioned batting practice right there. That was a cement mixer. So 92 your score. First pitch on the ways, 94 below the knees. It's 1-0. The 1-0. Dropped into right field for another base hit. And the hit parade continues. 10th hit of the night for the Mariners. Biggest question is how does Brevia keep getting innings out here? Of all the guys you could turn to put out the fire tonight, you go to John Brevia. I'd like to see any of the other kids come out and have a chance. First pitch from Brevia is a slider outside for a strike. It's 0-1. The 0-1. Swing lifted high into center. Harris comes in, makes the catch, and second out of the inning. Well, it's Saturday. We are in the South, so let's go over the scores today. This one's starting to resemble a football score. Games of note, I guess I should say. Alabama 42-0 over Louisiana Monroe. Looks like that pick's going to hit for me. Armchair Quarterback Show on Thursday and Friday mornings, 9 a.m. I had that one nail on the head. Four-seam fastballs spatter down the line. Crawford now down 0-2. Georgia, they won, but it wasn't an impressive win. 28-6 over Austin Peay. And the Gators get dumped by South Florida. Last-second field goal beats them. Final in that game, South Florida 18, Florida 16. Texas rolled San Jose State 38-7 as the 1-2 outside wide 2-2. Ole Miss hung on and beat Kentucky by a touchdown. Tennessee 72-17 over East Tennessee State. Missouri beat Kansas by 11, and Arkansas pounded Arkansas State 56-14. 2-2. Outside wide 3-2. Other Southern games that note: Miami's rolling Bethune-Cookman 45-3. The Florida State Seminoles 77-3 over East Texas A&M. 3-2 count to Crawford. Illinois dumps Duke 45-19. It was actually a pretty good game for a while. Boston College is tied up with Michigan State. That could be a bit of an upset. The payoff pitch, outside wide ball 4, so he'll walk another. Vandy trails Virginia Tech 20-17. Two on and two out. Smurf's going out there to talk to him, probably ask him if he's packed and ready to head on to wherever he's going to go. Hopefully we never see him again. John Breby is not one of our pitchers, Glenn. We picked him up off the trash heap. He's just eating innings. No team that's out of the race. He's one of those veterans you pick up because you're trying to get through the season and you're not trying to wear out your youngsters. But I doubt we see him again. First pitch on the way, swing. That ball smoked over to third, but Bruhan makes the catch. L5 in your scorecard, and that'll end the inning. We go to the bottom of the 8th, trailing by 7 now here in Braves country.
Coming out of retirement for this one.
Whoa, what?
Yeah.
Buddy, I don't know who you are. You're about to get chlamydia.
Here are some baseball facts that you might not have known. Billy Wagner is possibly the best left-handed reliever of all time. Despite being a lefty, Wagner was born a natural righty. At the age of 7, he broke his right arm not once, but twice. While recovering, Billy learned to throw left-handed, and the rest is history. You might think that the St. Louis Cardinals are named after the bird, but that's not the case. In 1899, a reporter named Willie McHale overheard a woman talking about the, at the time, St. Louis Perfectos uniforms, saying that they were a lovely shade of cardinal. Fans liked the moniker Cardinals, and the name stuck.
Armchair.
Washington manager Joe Cantillon had received a report about a 19-year-old pitcher said to be tearing up the Idaho State League. This boy throws so fast you can't see him, the scout said, and he knows where he is throwing because if he didn't, there would be dead bodies all over Idaho. Walter Perry Johnson was a modest country boy from Humboldt, Kansas, with broad shoulders, long arms, and a curious motion that delivered the ball faster than any other pitcher had before him, and perhaps none has since. Still, he was cautious. Before signing up, he asked for a return ticket home, just in case things didn't work out back east. Things did work out. Johnson hurled the ball so fast that one batter left the box after 2 swings. The umpire told him he had a 3rd swing coming. "I know," he said, "and you can have the next one. It won't do me any good." "There's only one way to time Johnson's fastball," said Bertie McCree. "When you see the arm start forward, swing." Another batter simply shook his head. "You can't hit what you can't see."
In the words of the umpire, Billy Evans, he said, "Was it hard to call a game that Walter Johnson was pitching?" And he said, "Well, it wasn't really that hard. They wouldn't second guess me because not only were my eyes closed, their eyes were closed too."
Ozzie Albies leads us off. 9-2 your score, bottom of the 8th. What is this? Raleigh going out there to talk to the reliever that just came in the game. Ferguson. What can he possibly be telling him? Lefty-righty matchup. Pitch on the way is right there for a strike. It's 0-1. The 0-1. Swing and a miss, and the bat goes airborne, gets stuck in the netting. We've seen this movie before. It's better just go get him a new bat than to try to retrieve that one. That'll take forever. Somebody got up there and got it. Looks like it was a fan. They should buy that man a beer. I mean, he got up there and got it down quickly. The guy that works for the Braves, he was never going to get up there. You have a better chance of getting a trampoline out there quicker to get him to get to it. They did give him a new bat, though, by the way. That's not the same bat that Ozzie's carrying right now. The 0-2 is in the dirt, 1-2. 1-2 count. Infield back into the left. 9-2 your score, bottom of the 8th. Pitch from Ferguson, swing lifted. Fly ball, right field, F9 of your scorecard. 1 down. First pitch on the way is a cutter right there for a strike. It's 0-1. The 0-1. Swing, fouls away. It's 0-2. So an 0-2 count. Brings it. 94 misses high, 1-2. 1-2 pitch, swing and a miss. Baldwin down on strikes, 2 down. This Yamamoto had a no-hitter with 1 out left in the game. And there was a home run hit by Baltimore is what they're showing. Yamamoto of the Dodgers was 1 out away from a no-hitter. First pitch to Ha-Sung Kim is right there for a strike. It's 0-1. Lefty-righty matchup, the 0-1. Fouls it back. It's 0-2. Oh, 2 count. Dribbles it down the line, foul. We'll do it again. The 0-2, swing, bangs it through the hole. And that'll be a base hit for Kim with 2 outs. What in the world does that mean? Mac didn't play nice. I don't know what you're talking about. First pitch on the way to Acuna is a swing and a miss strike. It's 0-1. Lefty-righty matchup. Acuna 0 for 1 with 2 walks. I'd like to see him get into one tonight. The 0-1. Swing, chops, and foul. It's 0-2. Oh, 2 count. Pitch on the way in the dirt, bounces away, but Kim will stay put. No sense of getting thrown out. Down by 7. Two. Swing, lifts it to right. That'll be a line drive out. F9 your scorecard. We'll head to the 9th. 9-2 your score here in Braves country.
I'll be late for work again. That's the 5th time I've been late this week. It's only Tuesday.
Hey, Braves country, I'm Mac McGee. Join us for Pitch by Pitch, Play by Play, the classic call of Braves country baseball. We're bringing you Atlanta Braves baseball all year long. Jump into our pregame show, Braves Country Today, just before first pitch. Stick around for the postgame show, Braves Country Tonight, where we will open up the phone lines and react to your calls or your comments all year long. That's Braves Country Radio, Pitch by Pitch, Play by Play, your home for the classic call of Braves Country baseball.
JD.
So's your face.
That doesn't even make any sense.
So's your face always makes sense.
JD, that's stupid.
So's your face. I'm on fire. Hello!
Here are some baseball facts that you might not have known. Bob Feller was one of the best and most feared pitchers of all time, especially because of his fastball. As a teenager, Feller was already a famous prospect. At the age of 16, a scout offered Feller a contract of $1 and an autographed baseball, which Feller accepted.
Walter Johnson's record of 110 shutouts still stands. He once held the New York Highlanders scoreless 3 times in 4 days. And although he rarely had the backing from the Senators that he deserved, he managed to win 417 games over his career and to win 20 or more games for 10 successive seasons. The relentless velocity of his pitching won him the nickname Big Train.
Sometimes he's referred to as a legend. He isn't a legend. A legend, according to Webster, has yet to be proved. It's a bit mythical. There's nothing mythical about Walter Johnson. He existed and was probably the best pitcher of all time.
You're listening to Braves Country Radio, your home for the classic call of Braves Country baseball. Welcome back. Good old Brevy is out there pitching again. First pitch is a slider. The number 9 hitter, Rivas, it's 0-1. The 0-1. Right there for a strike, it's 0-2. Righty-lefty matchup. Oh-2 pitch. 91 miles an hour, high and out of the zone. 1-2. The 1-2. Chop foul down the line. Do it again. The 1-2 count. Outside, wide, 2-2. Two, 3-2, nowhere near the zone. Full count. Seattle leads this 9-2. Top of the 9th inning, Brebbia turns and burns. Swing and a miss, strike 3. 1 away. Okay. I'm not feeling good about this game. What was your first clue? If you're just joining us, we had a good ball game till the 7th. Daysbel Hernandez happened, and then the rest just kept unfurling. First pitch on the way, 93 at the knees. It's 0-1. Hopefully this will be the last time we ever see Brebbia in a Braves uniform again. He has been brutal. The 0-1, swing and a miss. It's 0-2. Tomorrow we'll have Spencer Strider on the bump and a chance to win the series. Going up against Luis Castillo. That's a 12:05 first pitch. We'll come on the air about 11:30 to get you rolling. Early game on the first NFL Sunday. Braves may have volunteered for that. The 0-2, swing, chops it down the line. Backhanded by Brujan, a one-hopper into the glove of Olsen, 5-3, 2 down. And the Falcons are playing at home tomorrow night, or tomorrow afternoon at 1, so I don't know if they purposely tried to get that set up like that, but it probably helps with traffic a little bit. Starting a full hour before the Falcons game. They're taking on Tampa Bay. Slider on the way to Cal Raleigh is a swing and a miss. It's 0-1. Raleigh 0-4 on the day. It's hard to believe they've got a 9-2 lead and he's 0-4. Your AL MVP leader in the clubhouse right now, the 0-1. 93 inside, 1-1. 1-1 count. Swing! That ball's belted. Well, there you go. Now it's 10-2, and now he's had a hand in it. Cal Raleigh with his 52nd home run of the year. And the big dumper just took a dump on Brebbia's head. It's 10-2 here in the ninth. That thing got clocked. It hit on top of the chop house. A little patio that's on top of the chop house. That's where the ball landed. Oh, man alive. First pitch to Julio Rodriguez, who's going for home run number 3. Swings and fouls it back. It's 0-1. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2. 0-2 count. He now ties Javi Lopez for the most home runs hit by the catcher position in the season. That was his 52nd, but 10 of them were coming from the DH position. That was his 42nd, so there you go. Swing and a miss, strike 3. We'll head to the bottom of the ninth, and Harris will lead us off to score 9 unanswered runs.
People say, you're too old to be fighting. Well, you're too old to be talking to someone like me because I will punch you in your damn throat.
Hey, Braves Country, this is Mac McGee with Braves Country Radio. We are bringing you pitch by pitch, play-by-play of your Atlanta Braves all year long. Please like and subscribe today. It's free, and it helps us bring you more of the game we all love. Braves Country Radio, your home for the classic call of Braves Country Baseball.
I understand that we're not friends anymore. Okay, look, man, you brought this on yourself. I know I did, but that's no reason for me to suffer.
Why did Robin Ventura charge the mound against Nolan Ryan? Robin Ventura getting beaten by Nolan Ryan in a headlock is absolutely iconic. But why did Ventura think it was a good idea to go after Ryan? Pudge Rodriguez has gone on record saying that the White Sox and Rangers had bad blood for years, even as recently as the previous series between the two teams. The inning before the fight, White Sox pitcher Alex Fernandez plunked Ranger outfielder Juan Gonzalez. When Nolan Ryan got on the mound, he retaliated by hitting Robin Ventura. Ventura felt that it was intentional, so he decided to go for it. After the game, Nolan Ryan claimed innocence, saying, "I didn't expect that to happen. I was just trying to pitch him inside." Ventura, on the other hand, felt it was 100% intentional, saying, "If you don't think he did it on purpose, you don't know the game."
New York writers were determined to make Christy Mathewson the best pitcher, the pitcher hero of all time. And in that sense, they were tended to ignore Walter Johnson. They couldn't do this because Walter Johnson surpassed Mathewson in so many ways. If Walter Johnson were pitching for a team that had the winning percentage of Mathewson's Giants, there would have been no contest.
Michael Harris leads us off. Bottom of the ninth. First pitch on the way is curveball out of the zone. It's 1-0. 1-0. Swing and a miss. Slider. 1-1. Our old friend Luke Jackson, the right-hander out of the pen. Former Atlanta Brave. Night shift fame. As the four-seam fastball. Outside, misses 2-1. Luke Jackson on the mound, you always got a chance. 2-1 count. Swing, pops it up. F8 in your scorecard, 1 down. He's back to doing that again. We mentioned that about a week ago. He's flattened out again, and his swing, he's doing that rounded swing once. Everyone focuses on other things, but what I always notice with Michael, when his swing is flat and coming through the zone, getting most of the zone, that's when he's hitting well. When he's doing that looping, popping it up, it's what happens. He ends up popping up. But when he's at that looping swing, that's when he goes back into slumping. The 0-1 to Murphy. Check swing foul, it's on 2. Sean Murphy, 0 for 3 and clean to batting 200 for the year. Luke Jackson stands between him and the Mendoza line. The 0-2, high and out of the zone, 1 and 2. I really wonder, how did Luke Jackson end up on this pitching staff? It's a pretty good pitching staff. It's amazing Luke Jackson's on it. The 1-2, inside, 2 and 2. I do know they got him off the trash heap, so maybe he's only comes in if the game's out of hand. He was with the Rangers earlier this year, is the thing that stands out the most to me. The 2-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. And Sean Murphy is now 0 for 4 and batting 199. And we still have 3 more years of that. Vital Brujan, the batter. First pitch on the way. Swing, fouls it away. It's 0-1. The 0-1. Swing, slaps it away. It's 0-2. 0-2 count to Brujan. Luke Jackson kicks and fires. Swing, rips it. Line drive out. And that will thankfully end this debacle. 10-2 your score. The game was tied at 2-2 heading to the 7th inning. They scored 4 in the 7th, 3 in the 8th, 1 in the 9th. And home runs by Julio Rodriguez in the 1st and 7th. A homer by Suarez in the 7th. A homer by Naylor in the 8th. And Cal Riley in the 9th. And it's 10-2 is your final. 10 runs, 11 hits, 1 error for Seattle. 2 runs, 6 hits, no errors to the Braves. Series is tied at 1 apiece, and we'll go to the rubber match tomorrow. 12:05 first pitch. We'll be here. See you then. Have a great night, Braves country.
Goodbye, sweetheart. Well, it's time to go. We're back tomorrow with another show. Well, unless we're fired, we'll talk to you then. Goodbye, sweetheart. Goodbye. Goodbye.
Guys and gals, it's time to go. We'll see you on the next show.
Same bat time, same bat channel.
It's closing time, y'all. You don't have to go home, but you can't stay here. Have a great one. On your way out, please like and subscribe. And don't forget to tip your favorite bartender. We'll see you. I'm Mac McGee, signing off for Braves Country Radio.